Nope. Okay, I called it. I see it on screen immediately. I did forget to do one thing. I'm gonna
What?
start pulling it up. If anyone's got my stream open, they'll immediately see something seems to be missing. And
Your
it's the
model?
whole joke I just made with Scarlett earlier about the VTuber. I think I'm forgetting something when I go live. If it was the chat. If it was porn, you would have remembered it. Yeah, I guess that's the case. Me thinking about all the applications that aren't open right now. It's like, okay, which one's not open? I got Mix It Up. I got OBS up. I got the game open. I've got Discord. What am I missing? My fucking model's not on the goddamn screen.
Called it.
Forgot to open VTube Studio, which was in that fucking meme. It's like, well, what's not
I
open?
forgot to open Mix It Up, but that's not nearly as bad.
Just like, what's not open? Oh, right. I don't have a face. I don't have an appearance right now. Just like, something seems to be missing.
At least you didn't not open up like Adobe or some shit, whatever.
I mean, that would actually be more hilarious if we were live. Oh, I still have the crown on my head.
If it was just a black fucking screen.
No, not even
Because you
that.
weren't capturing anything.
No, not even that. Just this whole time we're playing, we're going through, we're doing all this stuff. Thinks has OBS open, looks over, has forgotten to hit start streaming the entire time. Ah, I see. I take off my crown and now I'm forced to wear the Pillow Princess. Thank you. Thank you, Miki. Thank you immediately. Let's start game.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not ready yet.
Well, you're in the game, so I think you're ready.
Oh,
Plus, there's
shit.
a loading screen. I was say, plus there's loading screens anyways.
Okay, well, I was making some gamer yups.
You're making the game of yolks.
Yeah.
The yup.
It's too late for me to make gamer yups.
That's because you have.
It's either we call it
yeah,
gamer
I have work in
dubs.
the morning. I can't even be streaming that. I can't even be streaming that much tonight.
You're...
I gotta go to bed in like an hour and 20 minutes.
Right,
hour and
so
20.
I gotta get up at 4 in the morning tomorrow.
4
on a Saturday.
Get a new job.
Okay, here I am. Wow. This time, I will not bring a tree down on the wall. You see what it was? Was that I clipped
that, by the way. I clipped that. I'm not sure you looked at the clip. But
what it was,
purposely
misjudged the length of the tree.
Yeah, I noticed.
I did not think it would reach all the way over. I thought it was much shorter.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
No, Neon, the best part about that, I literally made sure that when I clipped it on your end versus when I clipped it on mine was, because I got the timing of it, where you had literally just finished building that wall, went over and like da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then just immediately go whoops and just boom.
Yeah.
My hair's in my eyes.
Because what I love about that too is you just say, I'm so sorry, and we just hear Scarlett, why? What'd you do?
That's what I thought.
It's like, what, did you break the wall? No, I did nothing.
Oh my god, why is my sensitivity so high?
I don't know, did you adjust things?
I could have sworn I lowered it.
Please.
I've also been having this weird thing in the game.
There we go.
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's registering it slowly. I'm not sure if just some random thing is exploding in the air and falling on top of me. But I just walked past a random tree, and now I'm soaked in blood.
Oh, it's dark already. Holy crap.
Yeah, we left off before nightfall.
Oh, we did.
Here I went off. We'll go into the forest and shit. Hello.
Hello. Yes, you'll notice something as well, Neon. I've built something pretty nice for our house.
Uh-huh.
It's called a bridge.
Nice. Oh, very nice.
Sleep. As they say in the Minecraft, sleep or
You
leave.
no longer have to take the zip line every goddamn time. Go around the cliff.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, wait, that's right. V is my... Nope. Oh, we still can't sleep.
Emotional damage!
Oh, wait, no, now I can. There we go. It was like half filled for a second. It's like, oh, okay. Then I got closer to it by like 5 seconds, and it went, yay. Alright, drink a soda. Oh, we are out of food on that. Well, time to go inside to the kitchens.
Why do I have wax hand?
What?
I said
Yeah,
words.
that was English.
Oh, yeah, let's see here.
Do I not have a water skin yet?
I think that was something we were gonna get you, was a water skin. So here we go. I'll place this here.
I don't have a water skin yet. Goddamn.
Rip Bozo.
Well, Neon, if you come over here, it's not a water skin, but I can give you this katana. And then there's plenty of creepy armor inside. I also have to double check my medicine cabinet.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that I died because someone abandoned me.
Well, I'll be fair, Wolf. We did try to get to you, but we were in a cave. Yeah, we got the, oh wait, is that one not filled? Do I have... Oh, I'm missing the circuit boards. Alright, so we nearly have a full container of explosive racks for Molotovs. We got dynamite and almost full of bombs. You know, a little bit of hard work and resources went into this. We have the kitchen that's still being worked on. We, of course, have our wall of heads.
I love how the Armsy just technically doesn't even really have a head.
It really doesn't, but I also love that the Armsy is currently blocking slightly the squirrel head.
Legally speaking, is something alive even if it doesn't have a head?
Perhaps? I mean, jellyfish technically don't have heads.
Well,
or
no,
brains.
so
no head?
Six skateboard?
No head, big skateboard?
Alright, so hold on. Do I need anything more of rabbit skin? Nope, my rabbit skin is completely fine. Deer skin.
What do I need?
I
have
spear
lots.
bag.
I have 8 rabbit skin. All that's left is the warm suit.
Alright, I'm putting my
What are
deer
these fucking
skin
babies?
here. The babies are evil mutants. You kill them.
I know,
did.
I know that. But it's just say, why are they here? Why do they decide on living? Can't they just die like everything else that I come across?
Perhaps.
Have you tried killing them?
Yes.
Alright, well, Neon, let's go get you a katana and everything else. First off, actually, before we do so, go in the kitchen. Over here, we have our kitchen. Make sure you stock up on food. That way then you don't die of hunger in a cave.
Oh yeah, there are also Greymen out, so watch out for them.
I mean, they were going to exist due to time anyways, but that's fair.
Well, I mean, we still should tell him. Like,
Yeah.
I
mean, look, as long as we just run and everything else, we'll be fine. Because, let's see, we're on day...
Ian's not very good at running.
42. And my sanity is definitely low because it's below 40%.
Why are you following me?
Alright, so...
Doing an experiment, seeing if the zombies are, or the cannibals are attracted to me.
If I know you, they won't ever come near you because they hate me, apparently.
Well, no, that's what the experiment is. Does it cancel each other out, or, you know, what happens there? Do you finally get a good, glorious warriors fight, or does Miki just suddenly get a break from cannibals? What I also love, by the way, Neon, with where we place this wall, if you've noticed, some of these bushes, like these tree ones, once we approach them and they load in, they just explode into sticks.
Can we destroy this wall?
Which wall?
It's one of my other houses.
Ah.
Or are we still actually gonna finish this shit?
I mean, you can always destroy the bases that aren't being used, because that will lower, like, some of the things that are being loaded into the world.
Because, like, I mean, we aren't really doing anything with it. How many? Ooh, I need arrows.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ding, dang, wallow, bing, bang.
Oh my god.
Cause follow bing bang.
See, luckily we know where the Katana Cave is, because it's kind of in the direction similar to Kara's house.
I forgot to hit start streaming.
Oh.
Okay.
I did the thing you just mentioned.
You did the thing I just joked about.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
no wonder it
interesting.
wasn't open.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There
I
we
think
go.
the water's bad for us, guys.
The water's
Wait, you
bad?
don't
There are
say.
5 dead shark bodies in this bed of water.
Oh, well, that's
I
bad.
can't imagine why. Neon, when's your stream gonna be open now, so I can keep it open to watch?
I'm streaming now.
Oh, I knew it. Neon,
no,
Neon, be
see-
careful. Wolfie's in your stream. They're
See,
gonna give
nothing
you
else.
money.
Neon did what I joked was going to happen. But at least
Yeah.
they did the opposite of what I did do, which was they at least had their model open already.
Okay, there. I have everything open now on my other tab.
First, hello, Phoenix. Welcome me in.
Oh, I see a few cannibals. Yeah, they're fine.
Do you guys do a
He's
sim?
just
nice
standing
wide,
there.
Just give them a nice
Menacingly.
wide. You just give them a nice wide berth. They're fine.
He's just standing there.
Next thing you know, we hear them scream. All right, wider berth. Yep,
Yep.
wider berth. Wider berth.
I don't think you gave him a wide enough berth.
Nah, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. Just do the. Actually, it's even worse. It's the SpongeBob at night. At the bus station. You know what? Running is now good. You know,
I'm
jogging
playing
is good
Elden
for us.
Ring. God dang it. God dang it. I forgot to change it.
Look on. At least they're telling you early on, like how it happened with soccer and everything else. And
Okay,
it wasn't
let's
like
get in a place where we're not gonna get mauled by cannibals.
I mean,
Sure.
everybody, I feel like a lot of streamers do that because you just don't think about it.
Well, no. Here's what I point out, Wolfie is, it happened with Saku, and it happened with Neon now.
Real quick.
It happened with me one time currently, but no one told me until about 3 hours into stream when we were about to be pretty
There we
much
go.
wrapping up the stream ready to end it, that the entire time I was playing Witcher, it had Digimon as the game category. And I'm
That's
just like,
That's false.
ah!
Well, to be
That's false
fair, I forgot to
advertising.
hit this. I forgot to even hit the go live button. So, like, you know.
Well, again,
That's
you
false
pull...
advertising.
Look, you pull the joke that we had already joked about was going to happen, where one of us accidentally starts going live and it's not actually live. Alright, let's see. Is this
What the
correct?
fuck is this building?
Yes.
No, actually. This is not the correct cave. This is the cave that leads to,
I was saying
Water
yes in
max.
response to Wolfie's question, but
It's cold.
Yeah, at least you figured it out.
Hello?
Yeah, I figured it out, true, because I think it was Nat that came in. It's like, man, this is some weird Digimon. It's me. What the fuck do you mean? Oh my god, damn it.
I swear to God, Mickey, don't take it from me.
You can take it. You can take it. You can take it.
You can
I
take
will
it
get that
all
first.
night long.
Come
Baby's
on.
here, baby.
I'm a better shot than you.
I did. Where's
Yeah.
the baby?
It's mine.
there's a lot of cannibals over there.
Oh, there's the baby. Hold on.
Here's the baby.
You got a nut.
Baby is dead.
You're gonna nut? You probably shouldn't nut when someone says, "There's the baby."
Why did you have to say that? Now you make
Because
me look
I said
weird.
it, and then you immediately said,
Oh, there's the second
"I'm
one.
gonna nut."
Another one.
Quick, stab it.
You're
stab it in its
only
face.
you do this only to me.
No, I do it to anyone.
Oh no, Wolfie, they don't. It's not just you.
I'm joking. I know that. Jesus Christ. I'm not a sensitive sap.
Uh-huh.
Wolfie, do we need to mention the tail wagging?
You're not a
That's
sensitive
not
soft boy.
sensitivity.
All right,
Well,
Neon,
they're
down the hole.
just a hard man. You're.
God, I'm never being a VTuber. If I ever did, the jokes would never end.
Oh,
About?
I mean, look, you just be as much of a
The
dog as
tail.
Taco.
Because I would want a tail.
I fell.
Okay, you know how cheap a tail is, right?
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I'm just like,
That's good.
And you know how
Yeah,
cheap
well,
the
that's
like
an early one that gets clipped
robotic
later.
tail that automatically wags and everything based upon like your head motions and whatnot.
Because I just gotta ask, Neon, before I arrest you there, I probably should ask, what made you think of just fall? What went through the brain there?
See, like, my brain was in, like, Elden Ring mode. So I was
Oh,
like,
you thought you
okay,
fat roller?
ladder. Let's go down the fast way.
you
forget to pick up the toy
you
piece.
forgot the slide cancel, Neon.
No, what ended up happening is it's just one of those ones. Oh yeah, press E. I can ignore that. Falls.
Oh,
Well,
no,
don't
I
worry,
did press
Neon.
E, and
You
then
at
I
least had
pressed it again
Shameless
to
there.
slide down. Like, I was going to slide down.
Oh
And
no.
I just fell.
Alright, you got your toy piece?
Yep.
Good.
Oh, I only have one beard.
You only have one beard hair?
I only have one deer skin. I don't have any hair. On my
Okay,
face.
I know you said deer skin. I heard beer skin for a moment. And I was about to ask, what's a beer skin? Like, are we collecting Budweiser cans
it
now?
doesn't even matter because I meant boar skin.
Ah, boar skin, so even further of the level of what?
Well, no, Shameless. See, what a beer skin is, it's those little cozy holsters that go over a nice cold beer.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Was it like cozy, or is it like, are we just peeling off like
I
the
was thinking
label?
more of like it's the essence of beer.
Alright, so...
Beer has no essence.
I don't like beer.
Wouldn't
so
the essence
I
of
wouldn't
beer
know.
just be malt and hops?
I mean,
I think it would
And
just
water.
depend on the
Maybe?
beer and how it's crafted,
technically,
but I'm guessing a barrel?
The essence of beer would just be shit because all beer tastes like ass.
You have.
That means
You are
you
half
live in
right.
Germany.
You are half right.
beer.
To be fair,
American
to be
beer
fair,
tastes like ass. I'll agree to that statement.
That's why they have the meme of piss water in GTA 5.
To be fair,
Microbrews-
I've only ever had Miller Lite,
Microbrews
so
are ass. Microbrews are so ass. It really is just piss water.
to be fair, I've only ever had Miller Lite, which is
Yeah, you
It's
had
worth
like
Selling
one of the you
so
had
much.
like one of the most ass ones out there.
I mean, here's the thing. I've never been much of a beer fan myself when it comes to alcohol and everything else. I'm normally like,
I like
actually
vodka.
prefer. Well, I was gonna say, I actually prefer like harder liquors and everything else, like vodka, rum,
Yeah.
and everything else.
Look, the hangovers get worse, but at least you don't wake up with your stomach going, why?
Your stomach's just going, please God, kill me now.
I mean, I feel like the last time I did drink, I had vodka and Sprite. I drank like 6 cups of it, and I was tipsy.
I mean, here's the thing. For me, one of my best ones I ever made was still to this day, vodka, Mountain Dew, and Jolly Ranchers.
That sounds interesting.
The reason for the Jolly Ranchers is you literally use them as a way to basically turn Mountain Dew into its other flavors.
I
this
have
is-
this beer bag.
Because this is before like Code
better
Red and everything else was being sold normally in its 2-liter forms nowadays. So if you want like a raspberry Mountain Dew and everything else with a strong kick to it, you just add some vodka and add some Jolly Ranchers to the bottom. And over here, Neon, is where we will find you a nice little torch. AKA a flashlight.
And I'm completely out of arrows now.
Safety torch. Safety torch.
Or I'm out of feathers.
Oh. It's rain and soda, which we got plenty at the house as well, so that's good.
Why do you have soda?
Because there's sodas over here in this cave. But yeah, right over here is gonna be your flashlight.
Are they diet? I've only drank diet.
They're not
first.
diet, but they look like.
Good. You can not drink any of them.
I mean, it looks like some kind of Fanta.
Ugh. Exactly. It's not a
Hold
diet.
on. Did you say ugh to Fanta? What's wrong with Fanta?
Fanta's pretty good. I don't like
It's the
I don't
poor
like how
people's
sweet
soda.
it is personally. I would my ideal Fanta would be a bit drier, but overall I do like Fanta.
So Sunkist.
So yours is just a ginger ale.
So,
so
European
Sunkist.
Fanta, not American.
Well, no, that's what I
that
say,
no-
Sunkist.
I'm glad that what I said was ignored.
Well, you said ginger ale. No, Scarlet said ginger ale. What's
Guys,
Fanta?
the ginger ale's a joke.
Magic Cat.
Well,
Fanta
what
is
you said
a
is
type of soda that is common here in the U.S. It's a Coca-Cola product that comes in a variety of different flavors. The most common are orange, strawberry, grape, and I can't remember the other one because it's like all different
Blueberry.
fruits. Blueberry, right?
Thank
'Cause
you for the like, Cara.
Yeah, because what was it? Pineapple is more of a newer one as well, and then they have like a mango on occasion, stuff like that. All right, let's get you the chainsaw next.
Yeah, well, anyways, nobody heard what I said, which I thought was funny, but it's
I
fine.
mean, you said it tasted dry. I didn't hear the other.
No,
parts.
that was Neon. I said that's
I
for
said
poor
I would like it more if it tasted
Oh right,
dry.
it would taste more dry because you said
saying
it
if it was
sweet.
Only for poor people?
Yes, nobody
Oh.
heard me.
Oh, you mean
also-
how every soda at one of the very specific shops called Walmart is straight up only $1?
Well, those are GVs.
Exactly.
Well, hold on, those are GVs, but Fanta is notoriously known for being at least a cheaper soda.
Yeah,
Because
it's poor people soda.
It's not exactly poor people soda, but
I'm
it's
making
still.
a joke.
Well, here's the thing. The reason I say it's not fully poor people because it's still a Coca-Cola product, but unlike normal Coke, they at least don't charge
They
as
don't
much
lace it with
for
ketamine.
I mean, they might, but
They definitely don't. You don't get that believe me, as someone who I'm not gonna say that one actually.
yeah,
Oh, you
someone
have an
who gets
addiction, I
really
see.
big into the ketamine there, Wolf.
God no, I don't even know what ketamine is actually.
You're not like Mr. Krabs overdosing on ketamine.
Yeah, no, I actually have no idea what ketamine is.
But yeah, so Fanta is a very fruit-based flavored soda, similar to Sunkist, which Sunkist has less flavors, but also, in my opinion, depending on which one you get, pretty okay. I do prefer Sunkist Orange versus Fanta Orange. Though Fanta Grape is still probably just one of my go-to.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
For orange soda,
Dumb
I
ways to die.
like
What?
Yarritas.
The
Soda.
Mexican one.
Mexican
Yeah,
soda.
okay, look, Mexican soda is cheating because of the fact that it uses cane sugar.
You mean the fact that it's
Not
actually
cheating.
better
That just
than
makes
other
it actual soda.
Yeah, well, that's the
Where
thing.
the
That's
fuck
like
is my house?
It's
like
not-
that's,
it's not
well,
corn
Wolfie uses
syrup.
the yellow house. Don't forget that.
It's
Well,
not
also,
shitty
I
corn
also
syrup.
say it's my preferred
I-
just because it's easily accessible for me. I could just go next door and buy it.
That
Either
is
way,
fine.
sugar is the devil, as I've always said. It will always be the devil to me.
My
Hey,
favorite
Wolfie, I
soda.
have a question.
Yeah.
What have you eaten today?
Sorry to hear that, cowboy.
A lot of sugar.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Just because I believe it's the devil doesn't mean I follow by my own beliefs. I know it's bad for me, but I really like the taste of sugar.
Are we gonna have to call you Bobby Boucher?
No.
I think we should just call them root of irony. Be fitting.
when
Holy.
I am actually like trying to take care of myself and like I'm like actively working on losing weight and stuff and like more
Sugar is
like
good for the
actively
soul,
I don't eat
yeah.
sugar. But when I like right now I don't really I'm like just letting my body slowly burn it out. So I just don't care. I'm just tracking my calories.
Sugar is
But
good for the
if I was
soul. It is.
If I was actively
Everything
doing it, I
is
just
good
didn't
in
care.
moderation.
I just
Everything
didn't
is
care.
good till it's suddenly killing you.
See, the issue with soda.
That's what they said about opium.
I would say the issue with sugar is it's similar in a situation where it's very addictive and whatnot, just because of what it does to the chemicals in the brain with dopamine and everything else.
It's
Which
why
is also,
soda can be
it's
very
also
addictive.
one reason why, with how this is where I'll say it, with how modern society is with like certain games, videos, and like how much sugar has been. It's a reason why a lot of, later generations have been having such dopamine overdoses where they can no longer feel dopamine as easily.
Why these goddamn kids can't do anything other than just sit around and
Wolfie, this is your generation
Wolfie,
talking
that's
about.
literally
I don't
you.
think you should do
I
that.
was saying,
Literally
don't
you.
use
What are
TikTok.
you talking
I don't
about?
use TikTok.
Well, no,
I don't
Wolfie,
use
here's the
TikTok.
thing. It is still your generation. That's why we point
I'm
out.
locked out
Well,
of my own house. Get out of my way.
And it comes down to a situation where it's literally dopamine overdosing has caused that to be a situation where it's harder to get dopamine, which is why people are getting more and more addicted to screen surfing and stuff like that, because that's normally a fast way to get dopamine.
This man has a lamp on his head. I don't like it.
You
Like
hate
it's a Disney Pixar lamp. No, that was a Disney Pixar lamp. I'm not a fan.
Wow.
Okay, Kara redeemed an Ara.
Hang on, wait. Let me get my. Let me start recording. Aw.
Too bad you don't get the chance. How dare you try?
Damn it.
I was gonna
didn't
say,
even
look,
have my.
look, I was gonna say, look, if that's the case and it's a collab, I guess everyone just has to do an ara.
I mean, I don't think anybody wants to hear me do that.
I mean, look, you can do a cringe one.
No, you go ahead. Go on. You can do
I'm
it.
okay.
Oh god,
I-
a kick in
I
the
don't-
face.
I definitely don't have the voice for that.
You don't have to. You can do the male version. Funny.
Alright.
That's not the male version.
I was making a joke.
Okay, that's why I did mine. Oop, more gun ammo.
Who's completing shit in my ears?
Good. Be in pain as I fixed up this base over here. I found it in tatters and I will repair it.
Not this way. Not this way. This way. Towards the laughing, people.
Do they laugh or do they cry?
Why don't they do both?
They
Hey,
seem
look, look,
I don't know. They're not
will do
cicadas.
There we go. That knocked you. There you go. Take that, good buddy. Alright, this way, Neon.
Oh, I still haven't completed my bone house. Or my bone chair.
Your bone throne?
I mean, my
So that's what they're calling it
Neon's
now.
lab.
I mean, look, hold on, no, look, look, it's understandable why Wolfie wants a chair full of bones. One, they're a dog and they love bones, and two,
Well,
Wolfie enjoys sitting on a nice hard bone.
I mean,
I was gonna say, I thought it was
I
something.
thought a bone chair would just be like a place to get bone, but
Well,
you know.
no.
So,
Anyways,
Cassie
I-
House 2.0.
I finished my joke was just ignored, so you know, that's okay.
I mean, welcome to
What I
being,
said was just
now to say, Wolfie, welcome to me 90% of the time.
Welcome to
because
collab
I
chaos.
said my bone throne is just Neon's lab.
Yeah, that's what he said, when you have a nice bone to sit on.
That's just a seat. That's just my sadness seat. It's like the KFC sadness bowl.
KFC. What's a KFC sadness bowl?
It's when you get a bowl of everything from KFC because you're just that person.
No, I was gonna say,
You're so sad that you need to eat something that nobody will ever, that nobody
Believe it.
else will.
No, I was gonna
believes
say, look, the
exists.
KFC Sadness Bowl is the KFC Hunger Bowl that's been left in the fridge for about 2 extra days.
Oh God.
It's it's basically the epitome of I'm really depressed but I need to eat. It's something you get after a nasty breakup so you can gain more weight and then work out and cry out your feelings.
That's not a thing, Wolfie. And whoever keeps telling you that's a thing,
All right, hold on, Neon. We gotta
it's
go
not
this
a
way.
thing.
I was fucking joking.
I
Jesus
realized
Christ!
I didn't.
Can't even make a joke.
Did not get you your
Does comedy not
your
exist?
climbing axe yet.
Your comedy does not exist.
Well,
Hey.
I was gonna say it depends on comedy.
I'm leaving.
Wolfie.
You guys can continue without me. I'm okay.
Look, Wolfie, look, your comedy can exist. It's just, remember, we're in
And
2025.
apparently you can't.
No, remember, it's 2025. Offensive comedy is no longer allowed to exist. Everyone has to agree what is allowed to be comedy nowadays.
So it's comedy for this group.
I mean,
Because we're declaring that it's not Wolfie. What is it?
Fun of Wolfie.
I was saying, our comedy is still all over the place. I'm making the joke of that's just society's definition of, oh yeah, comedy's allowed to exist as long as it's not offensive and doesn't, hurt anyone. So it doesn't exist any longer because comedy has always been rooted in trying to make light of dark situations 90% of the time.
To be fair, most of the people that are like that were never funny to begin with. So,
I'm not gonna risk that fall. That fall, I probably can't just walk down off of.
Like, there are people who are willing to take a joke.
Do I have batteries? Where are the
but
But they're
batteries?
not willing to
people
take
that
a bone.
Neon, your batteries
are
will be under your
troglodytes.
cassettes. They're the little green things.
The green things.
Underneath your cassettes.
Do I not have any?
You
Might not.
Oh.
You haven't played.
Yeah, they're green and white neon.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Yeah, they'll be directly
No.
underneath your cassette.
For the
play-
neon
yeah, it'd
battery
be-
list.
It'd be right next to your cash, your lighter, and
Oh, hi, Wolfie. Hi, Mickey.
everything else.
Oh,
no.
God,
it looks
you're
like-
here.
Yeah,
well-
so no.
Alright, so in that case, we'll help you find some batteries in the future.
You don't have any batteries?
Battery.
Definitely have a good butt, but no battery to be Energizer Bunny.
Look, no, it's just a situation where Neon's more of an AC/DC fan than Metallica.
That's a lie. But
I know
Get
it's
off the stage.
no, I was just saying. I feel that is absolutely a lie, but it's still that
Get
joke
off
of
the stage,
you're not
asshole.
allowed any
Nobody likes
battery.
your
You're
comedy.
only allowed Thunderstruck.
No.
Look, Neon, no,
God,
look,
no.
Wolfie,
They made a song for a terrible movie. No.
Come here, you buddy.
What song? What movie?
Thunder! The Thunder Force.
What's that?
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. I didn't think Thunderstruck was made for Thunder Force. That was already out. Alright, I think I got it.
Okay, then they got the ability to use it.
Are
and
we
that
sleeping or
moves
is
you
everybody just being
Look,
stupid?
look, we can't say anything bad about that because of the fact that you could still have Men in Black rock out to Back in Black works.
Yeah, but that's a Will Smith made song for a Will Smith made movie.
It wasn't. That
Also,
was
are
the
we
same
asleep
album.
with you guys in a cave, or are you guys not sleeping?
No sleep. No
It
sleep.
appears that they're in a cave.
Yeah, we're in the
Mickey,
cave
you
because, like I
fucking
said,
ass.
I was getting on the items that they missed.
Yeah, and makeshift beds can be made, and therefore I asked them if they were gonna do that or not. They said no sleep, so no sleep town.
No sleep.
Wolfie die.
no sleep.
How do I
Me
make
every
my
night.
flashlight turn off?
No, I'm just kidding. I do. Sleep.
You can't. You
Fire
put
in the
it
hole.
away.
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the gun, asshole.
What the hell are you doing, Miki?
Wait.
We're
Here's
swimming.
the climbing axe.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we can't take those. We can't take the.
You
blue
can
purple
build a
generators.
fire underwater? Ayo.
What?
Yeah, why not?
Ayo.
What is this?
That is the
Oh,
climbing
climbing
axe.
Bottom of the ocean?
Whenever you need to
Okay.
climb up, you just equip the item.
Man, we don't have any safety goggles.
And then just boop.
Are you supposed
while
to?
using these chainsaws. This is a very
Look, we don't have
safe.
we don't have safety goggles or hearing protection. Our character is canonically at this point going to go deaf.
I mean, well, hearing protection isn't as necessary, but because most modern chainsaws are pretty quiet. But you know,
Yeah, but I don't remember
Yeah,
how modern this is.
you know.
Actually, I think the
It's pretty modern.
So these chainsaws are probably Miki. Fucking stop.
Actually, I can look this up. I can check that real fast.
The chainsaws that we're using in the game are like probably from like 2006 or so they'd be pretty loud.
Let's see.
That's still modern.
Yeah,
My
but
dad
I mean,
had a chainsaw from
The game takes place
the
around.
yeah,
so
I mean, I'm just going based off the model.
Going off what we are, we're around 2008.
Yeah, because they look like a 2006 chainsaw.
Yeah, actually 2010. 2010 is because that's whenever our character's in-game life died.
Yeah.
So
Because
yeah,
they look to be
unfortunate.
somewhere around there. From my very limited knowledge of being a Boy Scout and being a nerd.
Yeah.
Because they look like I think it's General Electric, or not General Electric. What's the people who make those?
John Deere.
Black & Decker?
Yeah, not John Deere, because anything John Deere would be green.
Black & Decker?
Wait,
Yeah,
what are you
Black &
talking
Yeah,
about?
Black
Yeah.
& Decker. They look like Black & Decker's chainsaw. Black & Decker chainsaws.
Yeah, so Black & Decker would make sense because of the color scheme. Is
Yeah.
there any in here? No, but there's fish. And arms.
But then again, it could also be like some weird off-branch at like Mitsubishi.
Look, it's just Honeybee,
Chainsaws.
you know,
Yeah.
its own brand.
It's just I was gonna say something completely out of pocket. I'm not gonna say it anymore.
Wacky
Probably for
Wasp.
the best.
I was gonna say Golden Shower.
No.
So that's
no.
what you're into, Wolfie. No wonder you like
Look,
hanging out with
look,
him.
look. Golden
Shut
Shower.
up.
No, Golden Shower is the hose factory afterwards. The chainsaw is specifically made for Wasp.
I mean, I was thinking it was like
It's Whack Off
like
Wasp.
Golden Shower Electric. As like that doesn't make sense.
I mean, there is electric
Yeah.
showers and everything else that you can make for outdoor showering.
Yeah, but no one's gonna call him golden.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you put a gold plating on it,
Nobody's doing
No.
that either.
No. No.
oh right, we're outside Mickey's other home.
I took
Yeah.
psychic damage from that.
We're welcome.
From
You're welcome.
what?
I didn't do it. Not my fault. Can't blame me.
You're welcome, Neon.
What did
We're
you
sorry
take
about the
psychic
psychic
damage from?
Everything we just said.
I'm not sorry.
The entire conversation that was just had.
What?
How do you think I feel? I was the one that came up with it.
And
yourself
congratulations for
psychic
doing
damage?
that. You get a complimentary head pat.
Miki, your cursedness is non-existent when you're around me. Apparently.
I killed 5 cannibals that were coming for
I'm
you. Not
surprised
my
you go
fault,
around,
but I
man.
also killed them, so my fault.
No, never mind.
All right, see now we can sleep if y'all wanted to.
No, no sleep. You said no sleep. No, we're
No.
not sleeping.
No sleep till.
No.
That's fine.
Okay, Miki, your curse has as soon as you moved on, they fucking arrived.
They're just following her. Miki's one of the cannibals. We kidnapped them. Now they want Miki back. That is the new lore of Miki.
Miki actually has been a hallucination for a lot of us this whole time. We thought they were on the plane. Turns out they were one of the people, much like the guy who paints himself red. They were just part of this island originally. They just showed up afterwards, wanting to fit in. It's like, oh god, these cannibals are so fucking lame.
I just like had a fever for 2 weeks and just I'm okay
damn it.
now. I'm better.
No.
It's why it was gone.
Miki, you suck at fighting.
Not actually, but like in-game lore. Haha.
No. Actually, what do you mean in game? We think this is a video game? You think we're just people sitting behind a screen talking to an invisible audience that takes their time out of their day or night to just watch dumbasses like us play a video game?
Oh yeah, what I'm doing.
Who's a dumbass?
Oh, sorry, you want me to hold that.
Who you calling a dumbass?
You.
See, Shameless, the reason why I was confused is because on my screen, I could have sworn I saw an arms eating corpse and you blew up that fucking wall.
Well, you kind of saw the head.
I mean, wait until you become, till you play Sons of the Forest. You actually get to blow up something that looks like an RMZ that gets stuck in the walls.
Get ready until you learn.
Yeah, so I'm just destroying old homes a little bit. That way then more some of this,
Miki, can you take this back to
issues.
the thing once I finish filling it with logs?
The logs.
Sure.
The log god demands your log.
Since apparently you don't like using your chainsaw.
I mean, the chainsaw's nice. It adds speed to what you're doing. The thing is, it also just doesn't give you any strength back, so, you know, it's...
Chains are good, chains are loud.
Well, I mean, we're trying to just fill my log holders, so... Also, I'm an archer. I don't need to do anything else. That's my only job.
You could build into the trees and actually have tree stands to be able to run around and successfully snipe at a better advantage angle.
Alright, so all
why would you think of that?
Also, all I need to do is counter strafe and then they can't hit me. I play CSGO.
Cringe.
All I do is tap strafe and then they lose track of me.
Alright, so now the only thing left that we have to get you that we were missing is the
Where the fuck did the
rebreather.
bones go?
So, this way.
Well, how long were they sitting there for?
Miki, did you grab all the bones?
The bones.
Yes.
Over here.
Damn it!
Oh.
Damn, look at this guy's ass. Miki, come over here.
What?
Why are you looking at the cannibal's ass?
Look, man,
He's got a
caked
dump
up.
truck.
Speaking
just-
of archers
Okay,
and
I got
arrows,
trapped in a hole. I'm okay now.
Like, he's got a full-on wagon behind it. It's funny.
someone did yummy bones.
Hello.
Hello. Neon, this way.
Neon.
See, like, I got trapped in a hole, and then I looked for Shameless. I didn't see Shameless. I saw Scarlet. I
See?
knew where
Oh,
Scarlet
sorry, I
was,
burned it before
but-
you could see.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Scarlett's got a
Miki!
gun, so be
Miki,
very
stop
mindful about
taking
that.
away my bones.
Thank you, Kara. You're supposed to be saving your money. What the hell?
Isn't this- that's
did
just a
they,
long-term
subscribe
investment.
or send something?
Neon, Kara's just making a long-term investment so that eventually she can pay you back by breaking your back.
By the way, this is your small-time reminder to all chats everywhere. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you can give one free subscription. Not saying to use it here, but to always remember you have it for free.
Do we need to do a top of
It's
the
the
hour
only
ad break?
thing that Jeff Bezos gave away for free. Abuse it.
Oh, that reminds me. This is something me and Scarlett discussed earlier. I have no idea the truth behind this, but if it does happen, I want to know people's opinions. So apparently there was discussion that Elon Musk is debating about giving everyone in America $5,000, similar to what the stimulation was for the stimulus checks, as a return for Dogecoin.
You mean
And just me, look, I'm just saying, if Elon Musk gives me $5,000, I'm not saying really anything bad for him for 2 weeks.
He only
I
gets
mean,
2
I
weeks,
still
though.
Yeah, after that.
He gets the
you know,
customary 2 weeks of, you know what, X isn't that bad. I will call it X for 2 weeks instead of just Twitter. And you know
Right,
why?
but
Because
what
I paid $5,000.
Actually, though, what do you actually?
No, say, look, I would. Because, look, again, look, you gave me $5,000. At least this time you're paying to fuck me.
Can you pay off my student loans? How's that about that?
I will actually believe it when I fucking see the check
again,
my grubby little hand.
if we see it, then that's 100% gonna be the case. But no, speaking of the student loan ones, that actually talks about this. We discussed this last night with Miki. There was a dude in Australia, I think it was like back in 2009, who discovered an ATM glitch that made it where he was able to withdraw millions of dollars without being overdrafted or anything else. And he used that money on expensive parties and a bunch of other things just to, you know, have a good time, but also used it for all of his friends to pay off all of their tuition loans. And here's the thing. Literally was just waiting for them to call him in and arrest him. And never did. Eventually got so anxious and nervous that he just turned himself into the police. And I'm just like, you know, not gonna lie, awesome of the dude. But I also love Scott's reaction. Ah, pussy, I wouldn't have ever done. Yeah, it's like, oh man, why did you turn yourself in?
What a bitch.
And I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, turning yourself in probably was the smart move, because the more they actually get invested and start realizing it, you are about to get Al Caponed.
Oh, it's not. I mean, he probably had an FBI task force on him.
No, because they would have easily found that and done something about it.
Yeah.
Either that or
they wouldn't have actually been astonished that that thing was happening.
Yeah, I'm surprised you rushed towards the cannibals.
If it was a repeat offender, then they would, and the FBI probably would have had a task force on him.
The cannibals?
Rush the cannibals.
Like one time.
Why are you surprised?
I mean, oh, because we were
that's
going
more.
This way.
They wouldn't. I don't think they would probably care.
I mean, like he's standing right there.
Because, like, for example, like the greatest counterfeiter in history. I forget his name, but he has a movie about him.
It's the one that had the movie based on, or with Leonardo DiCaprio, based on a true story. Here's the thing, though. That guy was stationed in America. That guy started his whole thing in there. This guy was from Australia. This guy, all of this happened in Australia.
Yeah, because, like...
FBI wouldn't have given two shits.
Cyril, you'll never know.
Sure, what you came in on was a discussion about how... I saw an article today talking about how Elon Musk had made a comment that he's going to give everyone in the United States $5,000 in return for Dogecoin investment. And look, we all agree. We'll believe it when we see it. But I made a joke about that where, if I get 5K from Elon Musk, I'm calling it X for at least 2 weeks. I will not glaze him, but I will not insult him either.
Yeah, it'd be really funny if it does turn out to be true, and people are just like, "No, I refuse it, because it's his money."
Look, y'all can refuse it all you want. I will take that.
My lizard, don't eat my lizard. I would like my lizard. Please let me eat my lizard. Lizard. I can't.
The crazy part about that, Scarlet, is that even though that you're joking about that, there are definitely people on Twitter with say that exact shit.
That's the thing. It's not even a joke at that point, because it's the same thing with the same amount of people who hate on Mr. Beast nowadays are also ones that are like, oh, I would never accept his money, are still in his comic section like, man, why don't you give me some of that? Why aren't you sharing with everybody?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Mr. Beast isn't as popular anymore just because...
He's not as popular because of all the controversy that happened with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's still insane. Those kinds of controversies.
It doesn't affect him in the slightest because he's still gonna have the money at the end of the day. All it does is
bottom line, but like,
go catch up to Shameless.
Yeah, down here.
You know, it's still
we're
like
eating
a
food.
little
Shameless.
Yes, I was eating.
I told you to grab the lizards and everything from the kitchen.
No, they were actively cooking it.
Ah, so you were just eating some new food. I see. My cooking's not good enough.
It wasn't even new food. It was cooking.
I'm joking is why. Can I survive this fall? Probably.
Go ahead, do it. I'm
not risking it.
I'm doing it. Bye. Hey, look, I survived.
Hi. How bad did that hurt?
Half my health.
Yeah, I would imagine. I'm pretty sure this isn't Rebreather Cave either. We will find out in just a moment.
Rebreather Cave has water.
Okay, shameless. We can really absolutely do this. Let's go! Water, water, water! I made it!
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
I hate that it forced the rebreather onto my face and I can't unequip it now.
You can. You have to go over and, you know, just right-click it.
Was it? Wait, where is it?
It's further along this way, I believe.
Okay. See, underwater was pitch black, and I almost got stuck under there.
No, Neon, we would have helped you. By reminding you that if you die down there, we can't ever save you again, and all your stuff is lost.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
Oh God, Miki, how are you?
Okay, cliche.
No, oh God, so Miki's been
Oh
haunting us
God,
this
it's
whole
Sword Art
time.
Online.
I still have to make a joke about Sword Art Online with that. So, I never really hated on Sword Art Online like a lot of people did. Again, I thought the first season was okay. The second half of season 1, though, was kind of what the fuck.
I hate on all events after the second half. That is all.
No, here's the thing. After the second half was Gun Gale, which I like.
I've heard that, yeah, there seems to be consensus that people who watched it have liked it, but I don't know if I'll ever watch it.
It's a situation where part 1 is all about Sword Art Online for about the first half of the season. But instead of giving Sword Art Online its entire own season, and then giving the second game its own season, they decided to make it where both games get one season. Then Gun Gale Online was season 3. And the problem is that cut out so much content from game 1. Oh yeah, this is where we get you the video camera. So this isn't Rebreather, but I think
yeah, like the build up to their Asuna and
relationship. Yeah,
their relationship is so rushed it doesn't make sense. Like looking back at it,
and also like Kirito slowly discovering the possibility of getting dual wielding and stuff like that. So like
yeah, because in the manga he doesn't like figure out that he can do it immediately.
Yeah, and he also doesn't realize it's very early a hidden skill that only one player can unlock.
Yeah.
He finds out only because of Clive, actually. He finds out because Clive is the only person in the entire game, if you notice, and go back and look at the show, who has a katana.
Huh.
He's
my
the
favorite
only
character.
One who can.
Yeah.
He's the only one
Balls
who can
Deep 69.
Yeah, good old Balls Deep 69. You get the video camera down here, the key card, which you'll use later to use on door. And don't mind the massive orgy that was down here. It ended very poorly for them.
It was just a Slanesh following. Don't worry about it. You're not Slanesh. You're fine.
But yeah, so that's how like Kirito finds out that there are weapons and classes in the game that are only for players who have unlocked it. Clive was the only person who has a katana, so he is the only one who can have the katana class. Kirito learns this when and then gets the dual wielding class, but doesn't reveal it too late because he's afraid that it will do what ended up happening, which is either people are going to think he's cheating, or they're going to want to force him to join a guild.
Which is sort of what happened anyways.
Yeah, because...
poor Sachi.
Well, not Sachi, it was after Sachi. It's this way. That leads to the other exit.
That was after Sachi.
Oh yeah?
The manga's actually like really good. Like,
I didn't say we came in that way.
The manga is actually a pretty decent manga until it becomes a harem anime.
You mean just like every anime?
Oh yeah, this leads to Submerged Cave, which leads to another exit.
I kind of fell off of Sword Art Online when the the sister character became a
that's part 2.
interest.
That's part 2, and that's where they changed games.
Sugo kind of
all of part 2 bad.
Here's the thing. Part 2 is the one that a lot of people.
That's when I knew. Like, oh no.
That's the thing. It falls into a situation where that character, they do have an arc, which luckily they're not actually introduced as a romance partner, but unless you're the fandom for some fucking reason, but that's also because it's Japan and fandoms with that. Because I'll be fair, that's not that common in anime in Japan. There's an entire anime called I Can't Believe My Little Sister Is This Cute. It is.
Fucking hell, old Rainbow.
There's like so many of them. There's one where the older sister is like basically grooming her stepsister's little younger stepbrother, which is really crazy that it was actually ever even created.
You're talking about Onimai?
Yeah, Onimai. That one is fucking nutty.
I gotta look back. There was an anime that came out recently. The anime didn't do too well. The manga was okay for some folks. But it was a comedy anime to start with, or manga that started, and then it just fell apart. Because I couldn't keep track of it. But it was the idea where a dude has this major crush on his teacher. And she rejects him constantly. So finally, he just decides to have a one-night stand. Him and the one-night stand do well and everything else.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know, because this is probably one of my favorite concepts of a fucking show of all time. Because he has the one-night stand. Then his dad announces he's getting remarried.
Yeah,
he's getting remarried
it's my stepsister, my ex
is not my stepsister.
Yeah, my ex is not my stepsister. But it goes even further
as I'm
than
listening
that.
To this, all I'm hearing is, I'm my own grandpa.
No, it's not grandpa. It's nothing like grandpa. Because here's the thing.
I know. That's all I'm hearing.
Well, here's where it gets funny. It's because the dad announces he's getting remarried to the mother, and it's like, okay, who's the mom? Meets the mom, there's a really nice lady. Then the ex that he just had a one-night stand with, which is why it's not really an ex, is now his stepsister. But there's another caveat to it. The teacher is now also his sister because she's also related to them. And he just goes, aww. And I'm just like, so let's get this straight. The crush of your life,
manga, by the way, is
crazy. I heard it gets weird. But it's like, the love of your life that you were crushing on all this time, that rejected you constantly, is now living with you. That's already a big downside for you. So you have that. Then, the woman you just had sex with... I did not have
taken fall damage from that. So dumb.
You jumped pretty high.
To be fair,
you are in high
get fucking crazier.
But yeah, that whole concept of that anime is something I'm like, that is by far has the intent, that has the writings of what could easily be one of the best comedies that I could see, because
it would have been such a great comedy.
How do you get into that situation? Like, it's still good for a romance comedy as well, because again, yes, it plays on the joke, they're not related by blood, but it could easily lead him to still wanting to be with the chick he had a one-night stand with, because they do have a pretty good relationship, being friendly and everything else, but it's still also the situation of, you are now living with the woman who rejected you that made you sleep with her younger sister.
Then there's the epitome of harem animes, the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Love You.
I love heard that about
anime.
that.
One's so funny. I love it.
I want to watch that because the concept is pretty neat.
Neon, are you okay?
It is just a good anime. I will say, I love it. It's
so more than welcome to quote me on this, but I'm way too sober for that shit.
No, don't get down on your knees, sweetie. Down the road.
I'm waiting for Neon to miss the rope. No, I'm waiting for Neon to miss the rope right now. I'm down here waiting.
I told them down and they seemingly crouched at my feet, and they were so cute. But that's not what I wanted.
That really love you is so funny.
The 100 Girlfriend harem anime is cute because it's not a traditional harem anime. But it's also the fact that he literally is given a curse that, as far as it's either he's cursed or the girls are cursed. That you will have to love all 100 girlfriends equally, or they will die.
So they're both cursed. So if they don't love each other, that one of them will meet a terrible end.
Ah,
if I'm remembering correctly, the first girlfriend and I want to say 8th or 9th are actually mother and daughter.
Oh God, no!
It is so fucking funny because
it's worse.
It's so funny because the first time they meet, the mother with her daughter in the room flat out says, "I want to fuck you," without saying it.
It gets weirder. You get a literal Pura reference. A scientist girl who's actually a grandma age who de-ages herself.
Oh Lord.
Just to be with the guy.
Then there's so much in that anime. It's so funny. I love it so much. The concept is so unrealistic, but that's what makes it hilarious because the author knows it's unrealistic.
Well,
and he makes it funny because every situation that they get into is just so over the top. It's hilarious.
Well, that's the thing. It's why I still want to have I'm still gonna bring back the anime talks eventually for stream because I still have to finish the top one-sided fights stream that we started that one time. We set part 2 of that eventually.
The only answer to that one is
yes, you did.
Team Sasuke getting the absolute shit kicked out of them.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's in our list. But
that is S tier, and that's the only one that's good because
trust me, no, Wolfie.
Hey, don't forget, man, you can slide down the road.
Was so fucking funny.
Hold shit.
Sprint button.
Wolfie, trust me, it's not the only good one-sided fight, but that is a good one. Because I will be fair, one of the ones that's on our list already is so good, and that's just anything that involved Escanor.
Oh my god, that's true. I forgot. I don't think about that one anymore, just because
it fell off way too hard after season 3. Here's the thing: it's not how it ended. It's the animation went horribly, so a lot of people just stopped watching.
Because they were overworking their animators.
But no, like we had a whole discussion about that. But it's one reason why, like, since we brought up harems and everything else, I still need to have Neon join me for a full-on, in-depth discussion for it. Which was Neon's comment about ecchi anime and like why, not liking, not really caring for it and like why does it fully exist and the history and depth of why ecchi anime has worked and not worked over the years. Because it's a situation where ecchi and why harem animes are starting to get better again because they're leaning into what ecchi was about. It's about comedy.
Yeah, and the ecchi anime, like there are a lot of them. I've watched most harem animes under the sun because they're very funny a lot of the time.
Every harem anime is an ecchi, but a lot of ecchi are harem animes.
Harem animes, and there are a lot of ones that take themselves too seriously, which hurts them. Because
when you take
something too seriously,
also lead away from being an ecchi. Because that's one reason why I make a joke. Fairy Tail, in my opinion, is an ecchi, even though it is not classified as an ecchi, it is classified purely as shonen. And the reason I say this is because of how much fan service for both parties is in that show. The creator, however, is also not sociopath, but sadistic bastard towards the fan base because of the reason why Fairy Tail exists, only to one-up us later on, the evil bastard. Because I love telling this story, I've told it plenty of times to folks, but it's the fact that the whole reason why Fairy Tail even has so much fan service to begin with is because his previous title, got so dark. Yeah, Rave Masters got so dark in the manga, they couldn't animate the ending. And it got so dark that his fans basically started leaving the series behind because he's like, dude, you are killing off, and you're not just killing off some of our favorite characters, you are brutalizing them. You are making them have traumatic experiences that we don't know how they're going to recover from this. And he goes, okay, look, I lit a little too hard. I got a little too, into the sauce of how I wanted this manga to go. So I promise you, the next series I make is going to be super lighthearted and filled with fan service. And then Fairy Tail exists. And we see how it is with all the boobs and everything else. And it 100% stuck to the rule of being fan service. And then the 1000 War arc starts with Zareth. And it gets really so fucking dark again.
And you know what? That was probably my favorite arc.
No, here's the thing.
Because
it's one of the best arcs.
It was so perfect. The tone shift of the 1000-year war was a perfect.
It was perfect, but it also made everyone who was from Rave Masters go, oh, wait a minute, I think I've been here before. Yeah, the 100-year quest happens. And it changed so much of the dynamic. I am losing so much more on Virginia.
Wait, there's a creature down there?
Yes, it respawned.
What the fuck?
The other...
You should have said something sooner. I was in here to shoot it.
I was trying that are harem, my least favorite one is still High School DxD.
Which is funny, High School DxD is probably my favorite harem anime. Oh, I'm down.
Only
because help.
Don't worry.
Oh no, I just died.
Oh no.
That guy is the most irredeemable scumbag
no,
in
I'm
the
okay.
world.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Yeah, just move the creature away from Shameless. It'll be fine.
But
Shameless is already dead.
yeah,
what are you talking about?
The sudden tone shift of 100-year quest of Fairy Tail made a lot of fans go, oh no, it's Rave Masters again. And that's the thing. It 100% was. And the fucking writer was just smiling the whole time. Because then he announced another series. It goes like, you're right, I got a little dark. How about I make another lighthearted series? It was like, you evil bastard, you're doing it again.
I mean, that's that happens a lot though. I mean,
no, here's the thing.
People seem to forget that a lot of times the lighthearted tone shifts. The lightheartedness is the undertone for the fucking batshit craziness that's about to happen.
That's the thing. But the reason I don't mind High School DxD
I mean, just
and
look
everything
at School
else.
Days.
School Days, however, wasn't an ecchi or anything else. That was just porn. But yeah, High School DxD. Oh boy.
Fuck High School DxD.
There is one still alive.
I hate that character. I hate the main
There's
character.
two still alive.
Wait, why do you hate the main character? That's Mim.
I don't care who plays him. I fucking hate him.
Why?
He is the worst person I have ever seen in an anime.
They're not Minato.
Minato is not even close to as bad as that guy. I
I will say he is worse. Minato would probably be worse. Not Minato, but Mineta.
Mineta. Mineta's not even the main character.
That's the thing, though. It's a harem anime, so it's understandable for Issei.
The thing that doesn't.
Kazuya from Rent a Girlfriend would like to have a word with you.
Also,
that's the other thing. Is there are worse characters clearly, but he should not have all these people that really like him.
I mean,
because of what he did.
What did he do?
It's for the shit that he just does and says. He may be really honest, but he doesn't work. He doesn't try.
I can understand that Issei hate there, but the worst MC around, nah. Here's the thing. I would say Issei 100% tries. It's literally because he's a pawn that he has to try.
I mean, I'm not saying he's the worst MC. He's just my least favorite of the harem genre.
Because that's the thing. The reason why I
just can't stand
Issei as well is because, here's the thing. He is someone who is easily manipulated even by the harem. Because he's also the joke character of, he keeps saying he wants to have a harem, he wants to be the actual harem king, but the man has folded every time that he gets a chance to even start being like that. They're like, oh, Issei, Riz is literally naked right now, hugging you and everything else. And this man is panicking like, what do I do here? He's the plankton level of why it's funny. He goes like, all right, Issei, because hell, one of my favorite jokes is still how he unlocks one of his modes. because you
Wait, I got
know.
this. See, honestly, I never thought I would get this far.
Yeah. Well, no, it's literally a situation where he has literally turned the embodiment of domination that is stronger than God into a joke, into being now called the Titty Dragon because of the fact that Issei gets, you know, the whole power that the dragon has of domination is based on your emotion. It's unfortunate that Issei's strongest emotion is involved with his penis. Because, literally, when they're trained to get stronger and unlock berserk mode and everything else...
Alright, where's that Armsy corpse? I would like to take its skin.
It's back here by me. You'll see it.
The situation calls for him to finally do the transformation. And he just can't do it. He doesn't have the emotion. So what does his trainer do to get him motivated? He looks at him and goes like, yeah, the scene is fucking hilarious. Because he goes, hey, if you push in on Rias's nipples, she'll make a certain sound. Or even not just that she'll make a sound, they'll make a sound. And he goes, are you serious? Rias, I need you to let me do this. And she goes like, fuck it, fine, you can do it. And he goes, oh, are you serious? And then he's just stuck there, staring at her. And she's like, what the hell's taking you so long? Look, this is an important milestone of my life. I need to figure out which one I'm going to choose. Do I do the left or the right? She goes, who the fuck? Do both at the same time for all I care. And he goes, are you serious right now? Yes. Rias, I love you. Does both and immediately transforms to its highest state in that level of the show. That is why it is one of the funniest moments, because Issei, if he was a true pervert, would not have hesitated. He would have just taken the opportunity. But he is still fumbling at the idea that this is actual real life and this is about to happen. He's like,
the only thing that I will give him is that he respects people's boundaries.
Oh, he 100% respects their boundaries.
And even in the scenes where like he's perving on them, he's never the one that initiates.
That's the other thing.
Like,
that's
one
where
of the
only
interesting
one
thing, and he keeps
that he jokingly is pervy on, that he initiates with, is the nun. Which even then he even says he doesn't try to be too pervy with, because he feels bad because she's so pure.
Yeah, that's to me his only redeeming quality, because like there are, like you said, there are characters like fucking there's so many other characters that are just fucking pieces of shit, like Mineta.
Well, like, and this is where I also point out, is like, Issei, even as the show goes on, still, and this is why I'm hoping with it gets more seasons, because one, I would love to hear Mim do more of that character, because Issei is part of the reason why I chose the name of Pawn. But, so I have to give points to my boy Issei. But it's also because, I still say it, there is one scene I need to see animated that is coming up in the next arc where they had just left off. And it is one of the darkest but funniest scenes that they have.
The only thing I just wish is that he got just more time.
He does.
That is one of the things about that anime, is that like he gets thrust into that shit way too early.
I mean,
and,
literally,
like, that's my main issue. Is that like from the moment he becomes a pawn for Rias, he is immediately into it, and he's not able to take any time to adjust. Because I personally think if he was able to adjust, if like say, because like I'm an avid reader of fanfics.
Shameless, as nice as this conversation is, can we at least keep going to where we're going?
Yeah, I was trying to grab the rest of the bones and make armor, because I got knocked fucking senseless. Was why.
One of the most common things that people do is that they give him more time to develop, because like going into that first fight with Phoenix, with Riser, he won off a gimmick.
Yeah. I mean, again,
he won because of plot armor. I mean, that is my main issue. Is that
here's the thing,
if he was given more time, not only would I think he would have matured to be able to unlock his powers without needing to like basically just be a perv, but then he would also have magic probably.
I mean, here's the thing,
which is something he struggles with, is because the thing about the pawns, which is what they explain, is that they are literal
came that way.
sponges. They can learn anything because there's no limit to what they can do.
The limit is how many power you have with what pawn piece how many pawns you use, which he used all her pawns. Which, granted, that makes him the strongest pawn, but it's also a situation where this is a situation where him being thrust into it, I don't mind, because that's a gimmick with all shonen. Like,
yeah,
it's a situation where he's going through it's an ecchi anime with shonen storytelling and everything else, where that's just the case. It's also why I said the latest season really touched onto it really well. And then one of the later seasons is one that touches into it even further, of how much he's been training, how much he's been doing stuff, because
like, he should be able to use magic by now with how much he trains. Because like I didn't finish it, but I remember watching it. It's like he should probably have more magical capabilities.
Oh, trust me, he has magic. He has magic that he develops and everything else. It's the reason why he has something called, you know, originally it's intended to be an armor break. He
the
developed it further to
the clothes breaker. Yeah.
Clothes break to immediately distract someone to. I mean, it's a good spell. It breaks armor.
It's a convenient spell. It breaks armor, breaks clothes. I
mean,
the thing about that one
purposely
that I like
uses it to make women naked.
I like that spell. Personally, just because, like...
Of course you'd like the spell that makes anything naked.
Shut up. Let me explain.
No, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Let me fucking explain. The reason why I like that spell is because it uses the same ideology that the sexy jutsu uses, which is the more powerful you are, the more that seeing something perverted will distract you.
It's not even just that, it's the fact that he normally targets women with it, because the fact that it is to dissuade them from fighting immediately because, oh shit, you're suddenly naked. And it's more of a, it's because, they're not gonna which is why in the last season that happened, the one person he starts to try to use that on that was a female was one of the worst fights he ever was up against. It was one of his hardest fights of his life. Because she was seducing him the entire fight, and that was the whole guy's plan.
Didn't she fight? Didn't she?
Because another one of his spells is boob.
Kona's sister.
Well, no, it wasn't that. It was 1v1.
Is that not Kona's sister?
I'd have to look back. I don't think it's Kona's sister, but it was a situation where
we can start getting ready for bed. Okay, I'll be sure to hydrate when I get
his other magic where he can hear women's thoughts through their boobs, so that way they know what their attack plan is going to be. He even hears the plan of her. Oh yeah, I'm going to seduce this man and everything else is just him. Huh? What's happening? Why is my plan backfiring? You're supposed to be getting nervous when you get naked. She's getting stronger with this. What's happening? Oh god, I'm finding a freak.
That is probably the worst situation for Issei, because Issei, the perverted trio, I think that name's dumb, because Issei is nowhere near as perverted as the other two. Like, the other two are literal freaks.
I mean, look, the anime is always going to have its pervert characters and everything else. That's why we have Sanji, that's why we have Master Roshi, Mineta, and everything else.
Don't forget, anyone labeled hero is just labeled pervert.
That's also true. Yeah.
It's the same
But, I mean, like, Mineta, or not Mineta, like, his friends are quite literally just freaks to me. Like, they're disgusting.
Oh, talking about Issei's friends? I'll be fair, they don't show up any further later into the series, but...
Like, they're atrocious.
I don't think this is the right cave.
No, it's not. It's just the cave that held the video player.
I will be fair, though. When it comes to, like, characters that I didn't care for certain, like, harem animes and ecchi, I've read the series. It's okay. As far as main characters I don't really care for, it probably one of the first ones that comes to mind is the main character of Rosario Vampire.
Yeah, Rosario Vampire is not that good.
It was okay, but it's not the greatest. The story's okay. It gets very bland by the end, and not to mention, it falls way too much on the case where the man was too dense for so long about what was happening around him, until they basically verbatimly had to tell him. And where I dropped off was when he was starting to train for some of his powers, the succubus of the group literally explaining how a succubus power works, where if a succubus falls in love and then gets denied by the person that they are in love with, they will die. But is still having to tell her that he can't actually love her the same way he loves Mako. And it's like, okay, so is she gonna die now? What happens?
I kind of then started falling off of that when he got with the tiny witch girl.
That's the thing. Even, he had to, deny her. Because the only one he wants to get with, the only one he actually likes, is the vampire. But it's the fact that every other girl was starting to fall for him, and him trying to figure out the best way to, one, figure out that they actually like him, and then how to let them down gently. And I'm like... Because, like, a good example for me as well, one of my favorite ones is the Frost girl. And I'm just like, cool, but the way he goes about it is very weird, and they play way too much on the will he, won't he, for like 90% of the show and manga. Until he finally gets to the point where he has to take serious training, and then all the girls are finally opening up to him, and he is still picking like the worst ways to explain how he is rejecting them, to the point where they basically just go find someone else. And I'm like, I mean, that's the whole purpose of a harem anime, where your goal is for him to actually only have one actual romance. But at the same time, this just feels all over the place. Like it feels like it was rushed. It does feel like it was rushed.
I personally, my favorite of the harem animes I have watched, I'd say, I'm trying to think.
I have two favorite harem animes right now. I know of off the top of my head. Because one is a harem anime in the actual sense of the main character, of High School DxD, with Issei wanting to build a harem, and by the end of the series, he probably will have that, or at least he will just have Rias and most likely the nun. But
I mean, he pretty much already has all of them.
Here's the thing. He
most
basically
of them just
does
flirt with him.
That's the thing. He mostly just flirts. I'm talking like who he might actually just end up in the series with.
I think the most likely one will probably be Koniko. Will be one of them, definitely.
Which one's Koniko? Is, remember?
The cat girl.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because
Koneko and her sister are super attached to him.
Well, I think that's his mom.
They
her
are
mom, not her sister.
Nico's.
But it's a situation.
Sister. No, her little sister likes what's his fucking name?
The guy with the spirit of longevity.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and this is where I point out. This is why, because I discussed it, and it's been so long. It's hard to say if the show will get a continuation right now. My favorite scene involves the guy with the spirit of longevity. Because I've discussed this a lot on streams, and again, it's an old enough show, it's hard to say for spoilers. Especially with the story being on hiatus right now for actual development. This is the cave we wanted, I believe. Yep, here we go, Lawyer's Cave.
Okay, I don't think I can actually go in this one. Because by the time we come out, yeah, no, I gotta go to bed in like a minute. So I don't have enough time.
That is why I was rushing you when you were just kind of standing there talking.
Again, I was building armor. It wasn't just standing. I mean, here's the thing, Neon. I gotta double check this cave real fast. It should be a quick in and out, since this one should be very cleared. And it's literally the closest armor item. So I'm double checking, making sure everything's dead in here. Yeah, everything's dead right now.
Yeah, I only have 2 points of armor, so.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm making sure everything's dead while I'm walking in here. So yeah, everything's dead. So just keep following me.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's a quick in and out mission.
But
You know, personally, I think my favorite.
my second favorite harem anime, as far as like what the character wants, is a harem, but they themselves may not get it at the end, is the story of Magi and Aladdin. Because I'm sorry, Aladdin, his wish just wanting a bunch of boobs that he can caress and everything else, it's just funny. Because he's just a kid, and yet that he is the one of the most perverted children of all time.
I think I got turned around and led to another cave. I don't know if this is
Another.
Okay, there was one guy over here, but I've killed him.
Trying to think. What is it like? The names
over here. Oh.
Like, what?
Oh, I see on the ceiling, Neon.
So down there.
Yeah, down this way.
Okay.
And not to mention, a good thing with this, Neon, is the fact there is a save point down here as well.
Oh, nice.
Smack. Yeah, when it comes to ecchis and comes to harem animes, the whole goal is for them to try to be comedies as well, which is why a lot of the newer ones are starting to fail, not because they're not funny, but because of how a lot of people are looking towards, like, how, like, a lot of harem animes and everything else are kind of becoming problematic in a regard.
Because they're less harem and more just borderline rape bait.
Well, that's the problem. Is it's not even that they feel like borderline rape bait. It's just that's how a lot of people are looking at those characters over here. By the way, if you need a set of berries, Neon, there's a plastic torch over here. Every time you pick up another
one thing I feel like everyone has to understand is that it's not real, and they are all consenting.
Yeah.
Usually.
And then for your rebreather, it's gonna be down over this way.
Like, the only one that really isn't is fucking Redo of Healer. And that shit is...
That's not a harem anime, that's a harem hentai, and it's just
that
bad.
Shit is dark.
Here's the thing, it's not even that it's
so, like,
dark,
it's
just
definitely another
bad.
one that was, like, tried to... Oh! I fell in a hole.
It tried too
Are you
hard
down?
and then just...
Okay, no,
like,
I'm not down.
Okay.
I almost got down. I didn't take any damage, but like I really easily could have fallen.
Yeah, if you fell down this one.
Like,
but
I'm thinking
so, like, Redo of a Healer was like, it tried to be an ecchi.
It didn't even
but
try to
like
be ecchi. It just
because
100% was porn.
It was really weird because like it was written like porn, but then tried to market itself as an ecchi because of it being like super censored and everything.
Which even then they didn't really censor it.
Like barely censored.
And then so we have two options. You know,
Yeah.
you can swim down the exit or go back the way we came towards the save point.
it's just not a good anime. Either.
Um,
like, the story is shit. The entire concept
bring
of
you to the
Redo of
save
Healer is
how long will that
stupid.
be? If we swim, it'll just be running back to the house afterwards. So if you need to go to bed
what
now,
is my
I would just say
favorite?
climbing up and using the save point up here.
My favorite harem anime is probably going to be.
I got like a couple minutes of wiggle room.
Okay, so yeah, we can swim and go back to the house. So then you're not respawning in a cave.
It'd probably be quintessential quintuplets. That one's just funny.
Fair.
And
So
the ending is ambiguous enough to where I can confidently say, even though he only married one of them, that was for show.
The only problem I have with quintessential quintuplets is the one that tried to fucking drug him.
That was nutty. But that she was already unhinged, to be fair.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean that to me that was just like, yeah, I kind of expected that from her. She was already kind of unhinged.
I mean, when you pose like that when you first meet a guy, yeah, she's kind of unhinged.
Yeah. Then the lying from the other girl was a little weird.
Yeah. One. Speaking of newer ecchi that like was like kind of alright. Like it kind of made me mad because it could have been good. Was Immoral Guild.
I don't know that one.
I'll remember that one off the top of my head.
It's like borderline hentai, but like I liked it. I liked the borderline hentai-ness that it had, the animation, the scene, and the scenes. But oh my god, I hated the main character. He's just so incredibly stiff, and like the plot itself was just the hentai plot, and it made me so mad.
Yeah.
Like, no, there was so much potential here.
I think my personal like one of my things is like, and I was thinking about this because I was watching I was watching Reddit like Moist Critical videos about like Redditors and like that shit, like the turbo version people. And I was thinking about it, and I realized something is that the idea that like if you say that you have a lot of other women, that makes people like girls more attracted to you. That directly comes from harem animes.
Yeah.
And that is the only reason why people think like that is because they believe that because they don't go outside, they don't shower, they don't do shit. They think that that's how the world works. Is that if there are a bunch of other people that like you, that people will fawn over you. It's just not true.
See, it also comes down to the whole scenario of like, you know, it's not just harem animes. That's just how a lot of people look at it back then. It's like, oh yeah, if I tell a lot of people like this, people are interested in that, I'm gonna look cool or sound cool, right? No, not really at all.
You could still just be a fucking loser. Yeah, those gun parts have not respawned for me.
I gotta double check where you're going, Wolfie, because me and Scar did try it. It is still a situation where like, the gun parts are still in the spots.
The other thing that really wasn't a big fan of for that one, it's like there's only one season out right now. I think that's just because it didn't get a lot of attention. But the thing that made it iffy for me was was that there were too many small characters.
I mean, that's another reason why, like,
there were like
out.
One small character in the main cast I can tolerate. Two, that's pushing it.
Yeah, I will be fair.
That's pushing it.
It's another reason why, like, I never watched it, and again, it's why it's just porn. It's not an ecchi, it's just porn. Redo of Here is just porn. Interspecies Reviewers is just porn. It's not ecchi,
but
it's just porn.
Okay. I like it though. I like it because it's funny.
Oh yeah, it's still a funny concept.
You like it just because there are hot women.
Well, here's the thing. It's a funny concept that would work for an ecchi, but with what you are actively showing, it's porn. It's
you might forget some of the best hentais have the best lineups for a comedy.
That's the thing I find funny about Funimation dubbing a single episode and saying, "Nope, we're not doing this anymore."
Just like, you know
You
what?
should have seen the source material first, you dumb shits.
It's like, you know what?
No,
Maybe
money
we'll take.
talks.
You know what? No, here's the thing. Money stopped talking. Money was not the money was the reason why they stopped airing it. They're like, oh, you know what? A lot of our ads might be taken down if we tried this. Let's not.
Yeah, but money was the reason why it got there in the first place.
No, it wasn't actually. Literally, it was just a situation like, oh yeah, this one got, approved. It looks like a nice concept. We'll go with it, and then just didn't look further into the source. Because Sonimation was also, before that, it sounded like was in talks of, oh yeah, we'll also dub, redo Healer. How about you go ahead and look at that series for about a good more than 3 minutes, and then try that again.
Or just, read the first couple pages, because it literally goes into that in the first fucking...
Well, remember, they're not.
So
they're
all
not
I'm hearing
going
is
over
they're
the manga.
YouTube when it comes to you have to wait 5 minutes before you can say the word fuck.
Remember, now is 10 seconds. But yeah. It's a situation like that. Where that was the whole scenario where they weren't really looking ahead into what it was. It'd be like trying to, do a thing of Berserk nowadays. Like, oh, come on, Berserk's not that oh.
Yeah, no, Berserk is probably the darkest anime still to be out.
I will still say there are some darker ones out there.
Yeah, I don't know about dark,
but
here's
the thing: it is one of the most realistic dark.
In terms of trauma, it's definitely up there.
Here's the reason why it's not the darkest, and even with the trauma, it's no longer it is one of the most kings of trauma for the character, but he's not the only one nowadays. It's the reason why so many people, and I feel so bad for it because it's such a good series. So many people stopped watching Vinland Saga after Season 2 aired, and I'm like, y'all are dicks. I hate you people. Vinland Saga is a great fucking series, but y'all were expecting... No, it's not. It did not, you little bastard. I will absolutely fight you on that.
It fell off.
Here's the thing. It did
fell
not.
Off. There wasn't any more fighting.
Yes, it's not about a fight. It's never been a fighting goddamn show. Its whole purpose is to know. Its whole purpose was to tell you revenge is actually bad. You are one of the people. That is why I have this conversation, Wolfie. Oh, I know you are, but it is something I actually will fight to the death for. I will defend this show. I will defend it from Twitter. I will accept the bait.
To be fair, it did create 3 Black Force, actually 4 Black Force energy characters. Every single one of those characters that had Thor in their name had dog in them.
That's what I'm saying. Thorben is still...
lot of dog in them.
Thorben, I would say, even in his peaceful days, has that dog in him. Because it's, again, one of the most tragic characters, but it's also one of the most realistic characters there is. Yes, he spent his entire world in life seeking revenge, and then the guy he wanted to get revenge on dies before he can kill him. And now he has literally no purpose in life, as he was discovering, other than, fuck it, now I need to better myself. I need to better myself and just try to live a normal life again. And it's such a good series because of that! It's one of my... It's another one where him... Guts, and I gotta remember the anime where this guy's from, but there's a Japanese samurai character as well, that is all 3 of them sitting down having a discussion and tea about their traumas and everything else, because I know this guy's like an amputee and everything else, and just me. Man.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly the one you're talking about. It's the one where his dad cut all of his limbs off.
Yeah, it's him. Him with Guts and Thorman all sitting down having tea and everything else. I'm like, I would die if I got anywhere near them, but I actually would love and kill to be there to hear that discussion that is happening between all of them. The only person that's missing from the traumatic experiences and the bodies they've collected at this point is Kratos, to just sit down with them.
I feel like oh my god, I can't remember his name now. No, not Totoro.
Shoot, I posted
the-
remembering it as well. It's such a good series.
Totoro.
It's
Yeah,
such a
that's
good
a good one.
series.
I feel like the Tokyo Ghoul's main character could also be at that table.
I haven't seen
Ken
enough of
Kaneki.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, Ken Kaneki's life gets completely fucked.
I have not seen. I'll be fair. Tokyo Ghoul is one of those ones I completely avoided when it was popular. I caught a rock. What the hell?
It's really good. The ending's kind of meh.
Never watch stuff based on what other people say. I watch it on my own terms.
Yeah, I
the
know.
thing.
Same here.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Tokyo Ghoul was like super mainstream for so many people that it's like, oh, you gotta watch it. It's so good.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing. I hear that, and I hear everyone say that's for season 1, and then the show just dies. And everyone
does,
stops.
but it is good.
And I'm like,
it did not. So the thing is that people didn't like how the story went, but it's a story about redemption. Dumb fucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Avoid Route A. Yeah.
The
I will
re-
still say
the
this though.
whole
I will
reason
say this.
Why
I know for a
every
fact.
episode in the third season has a is because it's about changing their lives. You fucks.
Well, I'll also say this. I will give Tokyo Zero,
mad.
Tokyo Ghoul, not Tokyo Zero.
I love Xbox Wolfie.
I will give Tokyo Ghoul
It just
another
pisses
thing.
me off because so many people hated that series just because that it wasn't what it was before.
Well,
but that's not the fucking point.
Wolfie, I'm a fan. I was to say, Wolfie, you gotta understand. As anime fans, we're all aware of this. People are still shitting on Dragon Ball Daima and saying Toriyama wouldn't actually love this, despite that being his literally last work that he made before he fucking died. It was his own want for this show to be made. And people like, Toriyama fell off. He wasn't that good of a writer. Until this newest episode where, guess what? They're fucking adults again. And everyone, oh, it's fucking cinema. It's great. Y'all are fake-ass fans who just don't want to see Kid Goku. That's all it fucking is. All it is are those people who grew up on nothing but Dragon Ball Z. They didn't watch Dragon Ball. They only saw Z.
Because if you've seen the first Dragon Ball, it's actually really good. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I have got to go to bed.
And Wolfie, a big reason why a lot of people don't like the Tokyo Ghoul anime is because it diverts heavily from the source material.
That's where I also say the source material literally stopped being a thing after season 1, and just me. Then I'm not fucking watching it. If it can't follow its own source material, which, and I'll be fair, it wasn't even like they fell off because we have to wait. It was like season 2 they could have split off because the manga wasn't fully finished. The manga was like halfway done, and they had about 3 seasons worth of material for Tokyo Ghoul, as far as I've been told, and yet just diverted after season 1. Like, what the fuck? How? Why?
It needs the Brotherhood's treatment heavily.
There are so many anime that need the Brotherhood treatment.
It is a good show, but
it's good. But
it
people
could be
need to
better.
get over that. Like, it's not like, fucking the first I'm nowhere near you. My base.
Oh no.
You should communicate that you were gonna go sleep.
It's not like the first
I am going to bed.
You made sure.
Good night.
Oh, excuse me. You made sure to save.
I made sure to save, yes.
Good.
It's
All right.
not like the first the first version of
Full Metal Alchemist, which is
Full
why we
Metal
mentioned-
Alchemist,
yeah,
Full
that's
Metal
why we mentioned
Alchemist,
Brotherhood.
which just so deeply changed the story. It's not even the same. Can be considered the same anime.
Well, that's the thing. That's
because they didn't even get through the first 10 fucking episodes before they changed shit.
Well,
that is crazy.
They changed a bit for the opening just to explain a new opening. But another big change was the whole, a lot of the major change came after Greed. because of the
Good
situation.
night.
Good night.
Night.
You know, kind of needing to no longer have source material, and they had to adjust things because of that. So, Neon, thank you for the raid as you head on out.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah. Well, what they came up with was shit.
That's it. Well, it was okay for its time, but it doesn't compare to the actual story. It's the same thing with like Soul Eater and everything else. Like Soul Eater.
That's another one I've been told to.
That one actually had a story.
The manga is so good, and the fact that we actually get to see Soul become a Death Scythe is so fantastic. And not to mention, his Death Scythe look is fucking clean. It is so good.
Yeah.
The fucking piano keys on the scythe and everything else.
I mean, to be fair, I still think I don't know if they explored Black Blood more, or Maki having Black Blood. I don't remember if that was...
That was never a full thing in the manga as well. Like, again, it's a whole situation where how they beat the villain is also probably one of the greatest and funniest things of all time.
It's not just the magic of friendship like it is in the fucking TV show.
It's the magic
in the
of
fucking
titties.
Anime. Yeah. Fuck that shit. I hate the magic of friendship. You know what? Fuck it. Friends are shit.
Wolfie, you hate the power of friendship, but the spirit bomb exists.
That is not the power of the friendship. That is the power of communism.
What the fuck? Huh? What? Wait a minute.
It's not collective. It's a collective. It's not
collective,
the power of...
but if you
it is literally a collective of everyone's energy. Ergo, it is communism.
Okay, but there's been at least like 3 times Goku's used that with only his friends lending energy.
Yeah.
So that is the power of energy, of friendship.
No, but he uses it most of the time now, as with everyone giving him energy.
I'm dying though for that. The power of communism is Goku.
Goku's a communist. You're just not ready to hear it. That man is a fucking communist.
Sorry, I don't want to fucking go on here without you.
Whoever's not in bed, go to bed.
It's Neon.
It's
He's
Neon.
still in game.
He's still in game. Hold on, I'll kick him. There we go.
Okay. I don't know what you want from me. It's just true. He's a communist.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
They hate me because I spoke the truth. He's a communist.
They couldn't accept the fact.
He is.
No, there's another one though that someone had talked about with like the power of friendship wins. And I'll be fair. The power of friendship itself is not a problem because it is a trope not just in anime, but the issue is
it's a trope in everything.
It's a trope that when done wrong gets done way too funnily stupid. It's the reason why people do give so much crap to Fairy Tail, where I'm sorry, not every fight should just be answered with the power of friendship. Sometimes hard work could just be a thing. Like Erza versus 100 monsters doesn't need to be, well, she did because of the power of friendship. No, how about you just make it where Erza's just built like that?
Erza just got that dog in her. What the fuck are you
how about
talking
it's just
about?
the fact that Erza's just built different?
She's a fucking muscle mommy. Shit. She's a fucking muscle mommy. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, that's the thing. That's the quote that has literally been said, is that she won through the power of friendship. I'm like, how about instead she just won because, you know, she's just built different?
She has that Spartan mother build.
Then I guess you guys don't want to get into the new Sentai Isekai that came out.
Oh no! Again, I don't mind the power of friendship. It's just when it's done correctly, it's fantastic. When it's your cop out for anything, though, that's just a problem. But the Sentai anime I know is funny because that's their whole gimmick is always like, we'll win through the power of friendship and teamwork. I mean, you are literally a Sentai. You are That is your entire fucking premise.
The funny thing though about the Sentai anime is the Japanese voice cast actually consists of Sentai actors.
Oh, I know, because that's the thing. I like that Sentai anime is coming back in swing in both the fucking Red Ranger who gets isekai to another world, following up afterwards with, you know, before that was the, hey, what if, yeah, Go Loser Ranger, aka, what if Power Rangers was, you know, the boys? Just me. Yeah, that is just, that's that anime. It's not even, what if the Power Rangers was evil? It's just, what if the Power Rangers, but, you know, the boys? And, you know, let's make Red Ranger Homelander. Just me. Yeah, that's exactly how that is. That perfectly summarizes that show. When you have the Red Ranger literally beat to death and kill a subordinate in the meeting room, and then proceed to just keep eating like nothing just happened, even though the dude's blood is now covering his food. Like, oh, okay, y'all are fucking out there crazy. And here's the worst part. Because I haven't seen enough of the Go Loser Ranger manga. I want them to, but I don't want them to at the same time, because I feel it would be, you know, just too funny and also too tragic for it. But it's clearly a parody of Power Rangers. That it's not even just Sentai, it's clearly going for Power Rangers exactly. Because of that, I want them to bring in the troop of either the White or Green Ranger, you know, the mysterious Sixth Ranger every time. I want them to bring him in and just make him the actual worst. Like, this whole time we thought the Red Ranger was bad. But no, that's just Jason in the original Mighty Morphin. Where's Tommy? When did we get him in Go Loser Ranger and just see what an actual Homelander would be in that series?
What's the Go Loser Rangers?
So Go Loser Ranger is a series where if basically take the Power Rangers but make them evil. And the main character is one of the basic little, like, henchman villains that is finally sick and fucking tired of having to be oppressed by these people because their species is literally now forced to do these fights every week on television with the Rangers. Otherwise, the Rangers were just going to completely annihilate their species. So he gets sick and tired of that and is now trying to infiltrate the Rangers, disguising themselves as a human because their species are a species of shapeshifters. And as such, his goal is to assassinate all the Rangers. And I just, like I said, I want them to just basically slaves that they are getting killed every week, with the exception of they're not actually being killed unless the Rangers decide to go full out, which they've done just because shits and giggles. So it's a scenario of I want them to introduce the worst possible character, which would be, you know, the fan favorite character of Tommy in actual Power Rangers. Just because, you know, he's the strongest Ranger that we had for the longest time. And just, you know, and you can't make him the good guy. You can't make him the good guy in a series like this. It would be too expected.
Yeah.
But just make him worse than the Red Ranger. Because the Red Ranger right now is already being compared to Homelander. So if you can just make him worse than Homelander, it would just be funny.
I mean, that's a pretty hard ask.
Like, it's a situation of, you know,
speaking of animes that are like Power Rangers or
something like that, yeah.
Stuff like that. My personal favorite, or two of my favorite ones that are like that, is the one where it's the Red Ranger dating the lieutenant, the witch lieutenant.
Yeah.
Skull Mask Girl.
Yeah,
that
the
one's
one-
funny as hell.
It's the one with the Red Ranger got reincarnated into another world, and so
No,
turn him into
not that
Soldier
one.
Boy. Yeah, basically turn Tommy, aka the White Ranger of Power Rangers, into Soldier Boy for Go-Go Loser Ranger, and you've got the perfect villain for that show even further.
Another one that's really good is the Lieutenant's Day Off.
Yeah. That's another one I've discussed with, like, not just the Sentai animes coming back now, but a lot of anime's resurrection lately has been because of a lot of isekais as well.
Isekais, they get a lot of shit from the anime community, but they're literally what brought anime back into the public eye.
Which is, again, why I have to joke that as much shit people give Sword Art Online, it is part of the era that started bringing anime back to the mainstream.
And stop making people that watched anime basically ridiculed constantly, which I experienced a lot. So, yeah. Especially in America.
I will be fair, and this is something that even got mentioned with it, because a lot of people bring it up nowadays, because I will be fair, for a long time I was that weird kid. It wasn't necessarily that people got onto people for watching anime and everything else. It's the situation where, like, early on, I can easily say I was a weeb. I was not an otaku or anything else. I was just straight up weeb. And the scenario of, you're not trying to reenact the show sometimes. There were those people in the playground and everything else.
That's not,
but it's
that's
more
not
of,
even weeb behavior. That's, Shinobi.
Yeah, but it gets to a situation where you basically made your lifestyle of trying to be like this, and that's what got a lot of people ridicule. Versus just liking. Because liking the series, a lot of people didn't give two shits. In fact, a lot of people secretly did love the shows and whatnot. It's the fact too many people were trying to be like, oh, I gotta style my life around this. No, that's a step too far.
Yeah.
Because it's the same reason why, like, those same people would also still make fun of the over-the-top jock and everything else. You're no longer being a normal person. You are living by being a stereotype at that point. It's the same reason because, again, like, my generation of high school was for that, where it's where we can make the joke where I've been saying where too often right now. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man for Amazing Spider-Man was a perfect example of it. You can be a nerd, and no one's really gonna ridicule you. It's how you act afterwards, which is fine. It's the reason why a lot of people joke that Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker just doesn't feel very realistic, that he would be bullied very often and whatnot, because, dude, you are actually perfectly fine able to talk to women. You're, competent in what you do and everything else. You're not exactly nerd culture the way a lot of people would imagine is nerd culture. It's a scenario of, like, you're too cool acting to be classified really as a nerd. But if it wasn't for how he acted, and especially the fact of how he looks, no, 100%, it'd be a scenario where a lot of people would be like, depending on how you portray him, yeah, no, he would be easily bullyable and whatnot, because you're going too far of the nerdhood.
Yeah.
Alright, trying to put a ceiling on my goddamn house now. But no, anime falls in that same line for me, where it comes down to, like, a bunch of stuff that's been releasing lately. Either looks good, or it's just been, like, holy boy of bad at the same time. But no, Daima is like is one where I'll point out the people who pretend like they're fans of one series, but really could care less. They just want to see what they want to see. Where people had asked me if I'm watching Daima right now, I have seen the clips. I've been basically told to know what the story is all about. I was surprised to know it was only going to be one season. I thought it was going to be a multi-part seasons and everything else, but it is a short contextualized story, which I'm all for. And knowing that it's only got like 1 or 2 episodes left before it's done means cool. I can finally sit down and binge watch it once it's done in like a few weeks. Because unlike everyone else, I did not care that, oh, the story's gonna be boring because they're kids again. Just me. This is gonna be interesting of explaining how the hell they did this before Super happens. You know, I'm interested in how they're gonna either forget this all experienced or just, you know, they can't tap into some of these forms again, so they just choose not to remember it.
I mean, there is basically what I've heard is the way they explained away him not being able to go Super Saiyan 4 and Super is because the old Namekian
It's
is
a magical
the one who gave him
transformation.
the...
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a magical transformation. It's not a baseline transformation. Which, the only downside I have for that, where it's not natural and it is strictly linked behind magic, is because, well, yes, now Super Saiyan 4 is canon. Damn it. It upsets me because it's the one transformation a lot of fans, myself included, was hoping could go to Broly. Like, everyone has their link now of, like, what the Saiyans have, where Gohan has Beast, Vegeta has Ego, Goku now has the Ultra Instinct. Give Broly Super Saiyan 4. Make him the one who is still linked that heavily into the Saiyan biology for it.
But, I mean,
especially since he has a tail, kind of, in the effect of his Ozaru transformation.
I was going to say, technically he has that with the Ikari form.
Yeah.
Which he could develop that and it could turn into Super Saiyan 4.
That's what a lot of people are hoping, because that's the thing. If you could bring Super Saiyan 4 into the series and everything else and just link it behind Saiyan biology and whatnot of how it could be transformed, it could easily explain why, you know, Broly's the one that turns into it, is because he has the Ikari form, which is just Grade Ape without going full Grade Ape.
Yeah.
So him being able to harness that nowadays would be great. That being said, though, as much as I would also be on the line of I would love to see nude Broly as a Super Saiyan 4, I also even discussed it with Scarlet. With the new resurgence of Daima doing it, I personally would also love it if Broly didn't go higher into, like, the newest, like, a form beyond what we've seen before already. So, like, he doesn't get Ultra Ego, he doesn't get Beast or anything else. But he's one of the few ones that, because we already saw it, his goddamn Super Saiyan form was keeping up with their versions of Super Saiyan Blue and everything else, and was able to keep up for a time before he had to go full-on feral mode and full-powered Super Saiyan form, was keeping up with a fusion. All we need Broly to do, because they're doing it in the manga where he's controlling Super Saiyan, is cool. Alright, Broly, we've taught you step 1, controlling Super Saiyan. Now we're going to do to you what we did with Kale. We're going to teach you how to take that a step further. Here's Super Saiyan 2. Alright, Broly, did you master that? Awesome. Here's the last thing you're going to need to learn, because at this point you've become broken. Here's Super Saiyan 3. And I'm just going to be fair. If we see Super Saiyan 3, Dragon Ball Super Broly, with how he's been handling things already as just basic Super Saiyan, that man's going to be a menace.
The thing I find funny is nobody really pays attention that stuff like Gohan's mystic form and Ikari, as well as Goku and Vegeta's specific transformations, can actually be applied on top of Super Saiyan.
Yep. It's just the fact that how Goku explains in the manga goes pretty well about it, whereas Ultra Ego is basically Vegeta's version of going further than Super Saiyan already. Because I'll be fair, and this is why I say it. The only thing I don't like about Beast Form Gohan is the name. I hate the fucking name.
Yeah.
And it's a thing I've talked about where for the longest time Ultimate Gohan had a different name that that the fan community had decided, because until we got confirmation that they just called it Ultimate Gohan, everyone called it Mystic Gohan because it was a mystical transformation but not fully transformation of how he's tapping into his energy thanks to the Elder Kai. And I described this. If I could do a change to at least some of the writing of Dragon Ball, that would be my only change. It's just removing the name of Beast Gohan and just letting it actually just become Mystic Gohan finally. We have Ultimate Gohan, and now we finally have Mystic Gohan, where he's further tapping into that Kai awakening because he doesn't want to go any further with Saiyan transformations. He wants to go with a more humanistic transformation. Cool. Tap into more of your potential that the Kai's unlocked for you. It still looks like a Saiyan transformation, but now it's mystified.
Personally, I would just reverse that, like call the initial one Mystic Gohan and then change Beast Gohan to Ultimate Gohan, because that's the pinnacle of his power. Well, that we know of, unless they decide, do another ass pull.
Look, it's all until Gohan gets another special. That's just the sad truth behind Dragon Ball is it's the newest, strongest transformation. Until a new special or movie needs to come out and we need Goku or whoever the main character is to get a new upgrade. Like, with the manga returning and future Trunks and Goten, not future Trunks, but Trunks being in his teenage form now, and Goten being a teenager now, taking center stage for the manga right now. Cool. Do we get to see something new with Gotenks finally? Perhaps? Do we finally get teenage Gotenks that the fans have been craving for since Heroes? Because if you pull the fucking fat Gotenks trick on us one more time, I might have to hurt somebody. That still annoyed me with goddamn
Superhero.
Either quit with the cock teasing of like, oh yeah, look, we've got teenage Trunks and Goten. Oh look, they're doing the fusion dance. Oh look, it's fat Gotenks. You are... I hate you people, because those two aren't getting their own special.
That also kind of reminds me of something they've already teased us with in Daima. Like, they teased a new form of fusion, and as far as I'm aware, they haven't fucking used it.
I don't know if they actually... Here's the thing. They gave us a description that could lead to fusion, but they never stated that that would come back. That was all fan idea, which I will be fair on that one. If they don't do the fusion, that's fine. I don't care if they don't, because we got Super Saiyan 4 now. If nothing else...
And Vegeta finally got Super Saiyan 3.
That is still the funniest one, is Vegeta finally gets Super Saiyan 3, and he has absolutely mastered that shit. Like, he is... It is the situation like he was with Super Saiyan 2. He is just actually better than anyone else with that form. Because this is the funniest part that someone points out, Vegeta's the only one in the entire series to earn a dub and actually earn a win with Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3, until Vegeta, has never once won a fight. And there was a joke about why this happened, why it had to be Vegeta to finally get the win. And it was because in the scene prior to him turning Super Saiyan 3 and doing the fight, he did his classic. He did the point to his face with his thumb pose. He did the pose that gets him a loss every single time. But then they did a comment of, well then, he goes Super Saiyan 3. And it's the JoJo's meme at that point. Look, if a positive and a negative multiply, you're guaranteed to lose. If Vegeta went Super Saiyan 2, and only 2, he would have lost because he did the pose. But because he took a negative, which is his pose, and then another negative, which is, you know, Super Saiyan 3, which has never been allowed to win, then suddenly Vegeta can't lose the fight. It's a negative and a negative, which will combine into a positive. He's literally doing the fucking reverse technique out here to get a win. And I'm like,
He used reverse curse technique.
And I'm like, I fucking hate that could work. That makes sense. I hate it, but it works. It's not it's not true at all, but it works too well. Vegeta realized if I just do my classic over-ego shit and then take a form that's never been allowed to win, I can't lose. I've never won a fight after I do this pose, but this form has also never won a fight. Something's gotta cancel out here. And I'm not gonna lie, I would have actually died laughing if he lost afterwards. Even worse. If it was just a one-sided beatdown. Because that would have been, no, Vegeta, you didn't do a multiplication factor, you just did addition. You just added a negative to a negative. Rioted. No, I don't think the fans would have rioted. I think they would have just died laughing. It's like, Vegeta, we're so glad you finally got Super Saiyan 3. But it's still Super Saiyan 3.
It's even funnier that he's the only one that got a win with that, because he is, hands down, Toriyama's least favorite character.
It's his least favorite character, but I also love the fact that he gave it to him finally as a kind of apology for Battle of Gods and forgetting that Vegeta didn't have Super Saiyan 3 the entire time. Because I do still love that interview about why didn't Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3 against his fight with Beerus, and Toriyama just going, I actually forgot about the fact that Vegeta didn't have that form. It was more of a caveat. Vegeta just doesn't use the form because he's aware of its drawbacks. It was, oh, I forgot Vegeta didn't actually have it. Whoops. It's like, thinking about it, that actually would have been the best time for him to finally unlock and use it. But which, now being fair, with how it's been showcased in the show, I still don't like that he doesn't go Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus. Because fucking Vegeta is just absolutely a master of Super Saiyan 3. But at the same time, I understand if it is still the situation where he's still aware that its drawback of how much energy it requires couldn't make sense. Where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go pure Super Saiyan in my rage and just attack Beerus.
Yeah, that Quake of Fury scene just really goes hard.
So, not going Super Saiyan 3, I'm still okay with that. If we can now just make the discussion light, as much as he has mastered Super Saiyan 3 with how little he needed it, time he needed with it, oh yeah, he just didn't go because he was wanting to conserve his energy, I'm willing to excuse. I'm willing to be okay with that explanation. But just outright forgetting that you had it was hilarious. Because somebody even pointed this out, it was a mistranslation when people said he forgot what the form was altogether. I'm like, that's not the case. You literally just had Goku go Super Saiyan 3 to fight Beerus. The scene, like, 2 scenes before that. So it was just the fact that you forgot that Vegeta just never learned how to use that form.
Which is kind of funny because he remembered that Yardrat was a place. He remembered that Goku learned instant transmission from them and evolved that to, that's how Vegeta learned another move from him.
Yeah. Well, granted, that was because...
Vision.
True, but that's also because Toriyama and Torotaro were working together with that one, because Torotaro was the one behind the Super manga, not Toriyama.
I see.
Because Torotaro has been mainly leaning on some of Toriyama's stuff that he's given him tips for, but a lot of that stuff, which is why we have like the separation of the manga and the anime of how it works. Case in point, Master Roshi hinting Ultra Instinct against Jiren and actually putting some pause on Jiren for a little bit. in the manga versus what happened in the anime. Not gonna lie, kind of badass that Roshi's got that in him, but at the same time, huh? Because they hint at Ultra Instinct, but they also explain it's not Ultra Instinct. It's just Roshi using his martial. I was say it's Roshi just proving just how good of a martial artist he is, and helping Goku learn that something that he's, and I've discussed this, has fundamentally been a problem with Goku since the Namek saga. Of Goku has just stopped being a martial artist since awakening Super Saiyan, has only been relying on the Super Saiyan transformations and powering that up.
Yeah, he basically just key spams. Like, he is quite literally a bad fighting game, mediocre fighting game player who spams one attack.
He's still not a key spammer. That's Vegeta. The issue is his goal is
Vegeta's
not even...
key spam is actually funny because it works.
Well,
when
that's the thing.
Goku key spams, he loses.
Well, that's the thing. Goku's never done really a key spam outside the one time against Cell, and that's the reason why. And that's actually the only time in the manga that anyone has ever used a key spam, was when Goku used it against Cell that one time, and it was a desperation technique. And it's the reason why, if anything else, since Goku awakened Super Saiyan, instead of putting points in technique, if it was like a fighting game RPG or anything else, he's been putting nothing but into strength. That's all he cares about, is hitting as hard as he possibly can to try and end the fight, versus, adapt and, just improve your technique, because some walls you can't overcome with just raw strength alone. But Goku hears that and goes, alright, I hear you, Kaioken times 20 blue Kaioken. Goku, how about you just try a little bit more technique to beat hit? No. Let me stack a Kaioken on this Super Saiyan Blue, and that clearly is what I needed to do to win. I just wasn't strong enough.
Doesn't Kaioken reduce his lifespan? How the fuck is he not dead?
No.
It doesn't reduce the lifespan, but it does have physical drawbacks, which is why you're never supposed to use it above a ×2, but Goku has been proven that he's just that much physically stronger than King Kai originally imagined. So that was the situation. It's similar to the wording of like how Naruto was, where because of how much chakra he has, Sasuke was told he could not use the Chidori more than 2 times a day, but nowadays he can use it on fucking spam rotations, because at this point he just flicks his wrist.
His chakra evolved.
His chakra's evolved, and he's learned how to adapt the jutsu so well that it doesn't use that much chakra anymore. Because, like I said, he can just flick his wrist at this point. He's got Chidori in his hand.
Yeah. Speaking of Naruto, because I don't know fuck all about
Dragon Ball.
That one, Dragon Ball. The main thing I will always say to the people who, I think I've said this before, probably on stream, to the people who hate Kakashi for not teaching Naruto, do you have any idea how hard that would be for him?
I've still never actually seen anyone hate on him for not teaching Naruto.
There are people who quite literally who point to that as the main thing that was wrong with Kakashi, is that he wouldn't teach Naruto. But you have to understand, Naruto had been fucked over his entire life. His entire skill set was trash. He only had overwhelming people. That's all he could do. His taijutsu was subpar. His chakra usage was subpar because he had too much chakra. There was nobody who could teach him, because the only person that could teach him would have been his mother or his father, and they were fucking dead.
Well, I'll be fair. There was one other that could teach him, and Kakashi does help that, because it's a situation where I've never seen anyone say...
The only person who could have helped him was literally the person Kakashi brought him.
Yeah,
and
Jiraiya.
he fucking ignores him. If he had listened to him,
Well, okay.
and understood what he was saying.
I will be fair.
Ugh.
Ibase is one that 100% is a good teacher. Kakashi does admit that. The problem with him is more or less the situation why Jiraiya has to step in. It's the situation where Kakashi could have taught Naruto as well. The issue was, and even it's not that he didn't want to teach Naruto. It's Kakashi. The more I've seen, well, it's not that he can't, because he does. He's the reason why Naruto even learns the Rasen Shuriken. Or Shuriken.
But that's not the same thing. Like, the thing for me is like, and the way I have always seen it is that the problem is that Kakashi is fundamentally different than Naruto in how his chakra works. His chakra coils are a lot denser than Naruto's. He doesn't actually have a lot of chakra. He has very dense and well-developed chakra coils. Those chakra coils allow him to store a lot more chakra and use it more effectively. His chakra control is so precise, he can be a Medicman if he wanted to, which he does occasionally. Yeah, let me get to my base. But like, the thing that nobody seems to get, or that some people don't understand, is that fundamental difference in the way that chakra is explained means that any teaching he tries to do will never work exactly right. He can only teach the basics because Naruto has to learn from someone who has the has to learn. Oh well.
Sleep in the morning.
Yeah. Are we gonna sleep or just ignore it?
We'll ignore it. It's morning.
Okay.
Because he has to learn from someone who has the same issue as him.
Well, that's the thing.
Too much chakra.
Well, that's the thing. It's not so much that he has to learn that. It's it's the reason why Jiraiya did so well at teaching him, the way he did, is also why Kakashi was able to teach him. The issue is that I've seen more people is it's not like Kakashi doesn't teach Naruto. It's the fact that he takes favoritism to Sasuke early on, and it's one where people point out that it feels like he does have favoritism. Which, yes, Kakashi even points out the reason why it's so much easier to teach Sasuke, though, is not because of the chakra situation or anything else. It's also because Kakashi has seen how Sasuke is, and basically even says it verbatimly before Sasuke runs off to Orochimaru about why he's been doing this, is because he's been in the same boat as Sasuke before, and doesn't want Sasuke to make the wrong choice. It's a situation similar to like Star Wars and everything else, where Kakashi is basically doing an Obi-Wan to Anakin. Hey man, I'm aware you're going to tell me I'm fake and everything else, and that, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about because I've never lost my family, or my entire clan, which is what Sasuke's whole gimmick was. He even tells Kakashi, what would you do if I killed everyone you ever loved? Which Kakashi very bluntly says, which is the disturbing part. He says it with a smile and smug sound to himself. You could, except everyone that you just listed is already dead. My dad committed suicide, my best friend got crushed by a boulder, and my sensei died to protect the village, and I killed my best friend's crush and the female partner of my team myself. Everyone that I know and love is already gone. There is no way you could hurt me further. Other than at this point, Sasuke not knowing it, if you killed his team, if you killed the Sakura, Sasuke, and all of them, Kakashi probably would have just gone full Akatsuki.
He would have completely lost it.
Even Guy would not be able to help him any further, and that's the only saving grace that Kakashi had, and why he was trying so hard to make Sasuke realize that why Naruto was important to him and the team is because you need someone like Guy in your life. You need someone like Naruto in your life that when they see you at the lowest point you are, where you've lost everything,
they will try to pick you back up.
They're either going to try to pick you back up, or they're going to do a situation like Guy was, where they're not even going to try to pick you back up. They're going to force you back up because they're going to be a pain in your ass until you do something about it. In Guy's case, it's every day until you do so, I'm going to be at your front door and telling you, fight me. What? Fight me.
Yeah.
I want you to run the ones with me. If you don't, use a bitch. And finally, Kakashi just took enough of it and said, "All right, I'm gonna beat your ass." Proceeds to do so. Guy shows up the next day. Fight me. What the hell, man? Did we not learn this lesson already?
Like another reason, at least, which is my personal reason for why I personally believe there was a lot of favoritism, is because I believe they flat out state this at some point in either the anime or the manga. I can't remember which. That Sasuke leaving is a security risk.
That's the thing. They know
he is the last major clan member. So teaching him, making him feel like he wants to stay is important.
It was
if
never
he
fully
leaves, they lose a there's a vacuum.
It was never fully stated by Kakashi, but it was something that was in the back that we were told by that we know that Danzo had planned as a contingency.
Yeah.
If Sasuke ever left the village, he was immediately not only just going to be classified as a rogue ninja, Danzo would have personally saw to it that Sasuke does not live very long. So, if Sasuke ever became a rogue ninja without Orochimaru, he would have died.
Mm-hmm.
It is simply because that he went to Orochimaru that Danzo could do nothing. That was the whole situation there.
That's
because not only is Danzo aware that he couldn't stand up to Orochimaru, if he ever tried to attack Orochimaru that way, Orochimaru has way too much dirt on all the shit you have done with him behind the scenes. You are absolutely screwed and cooked if you went after Orochimaru.
And I know, and also a lot of people give shit to the third Hokage. I feel like a lot of people don't exactly, and this is partly me like sort of getting his positioning. His position in that entire time he was Hokage fucking sucked.
I'll be fair, the major hate towards Hiruzen is not how he was as a Hokage necessarily, but what happened to Naruto. How he treated Naruto after literally promising to a dying Minato and Kushina that I will take care of your son, and then proceeds to just absolutely not do so. But at the same time, that's not fully the case, because we do get told about this. Well, that's the thing.
He tries to.
He did early on make sure that no one knew that Naruto is the Jinchuriki. He did that for a good couple years. However, Danzo's a dick. Danzo told the public that Naruto is the nine-tailed Jinchuriki, which immediately made him public ire #1. Not to mention, this is something that people point out, Hiruzen was not exactly in the best mindset when that whole day happened already, because Minato had been 4th Hokage for a while. However, the day that the Nine-Tails attacked was also a day that Hiruzen had also just lost his wife mere hours before that fucking attack happened. His wife just died of natural causes and everything else.
Yeah.
So he's grieving. You have the village immediately get attacked, and not only does he get attacked, the 4th Hokage, the person that you were finally able to retire and live a normal life for, just got killed saving the village, and his last request is to please save my son, who is now holding the demon that just caused all of this mayhem.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this. That jutsu that he used was fucking stupid. He had so many opportunities to use a different jutsu. He shouldn't have used that jutsu. He's a fucking idiot.
That's the thing. There's the what if and everything else that we see with Jiraiya had written, that what if he had done it a different way. Yes, he could have done differently. At the same time, I'm pretty sure it's just a scenario where, as Minato pointed out, he needed to make sure...
Risk.
It was a risk, but it was also a scenario where they knew Kushina was going to die anyways. And they could seal some of her chakra into the Nine-Tails already, as well as while putting some of her memories into Naruto, because that's what Minato immediately first plan was. I want to still make sure that our son can gain some knowledge from you, because there's no other vessel I can seal this away in. I need to put it into Naruto. Yeah. You're already dying. I can't. which is so upsetting. He couldn't just put it into her. If he could have just put it into her, the story would have just been fine. It would have been game over right then and there, and goddamn it, the plan that Obito had would have failed. The issue is, no, at this point, Kushina was literally hanging on by a fucking thread of life. So, shit, Naruto's the only one that could be the vessel. What he probably should have done was
given Naruto all of the Nine Tails.
The issue is why he didn't give all is because Naruto was an actual infant newborn. Whereas every other Jinchuriki, even Kushina, was older when they got the Nine Tails. So
I mean, I know that is an issue, but you also have to think he's still an Uzumaki, even if he's half Uzumaki.
Well, here's the thing, Wolfie, and this is why it was smart of him, because hindsight was 50-50. Even with the 50% chakra that he did give Naruto, we see how easy it was for Naruto to slip into the Nine Tails. If he had 100%, Naruto would have just been Gaara. He would have actually been worse than Gaara. Because there would have been no control. There would have been no ability to have control.
I think it would have been worse than Gaara, because Gaara at least was controllable. Like, he himself was controllable. Nobody would have been able to control Naruto.
And that's why I say, he would have been worse than Gaara, because, one, Gaara eventually became friends in a way with the Shukaku of both wanting the bloodlust. Naruto would either become like Gaara and started being friends with Kurama very early about wanting to kill all villagers, or he would have just lost control way early and just full on.
I think there is a
that's special.
That where it was that if they did it, that because he lost the counterbalance, that Kurama would have been able to like rationalize his situation and think through it better, because part of the reasons why he was so aggravated was because he only had his dark chakra.
Well, that's the thing. We eventually got, well, actually it wasn't he had the dark one. Naruto had the lighter half, which that says a lot. Because in the special order, if Minato had lived and everything else, Minato still seals half of the chakra into himself and half into Naruto, only he doesn't use the Reaper Death Seal this time. He just seals half into himself, that way then he can still teach Naruto as he's getting older how to control some of it, while Kushina's essence is still in the seal that he used to put on Naruto to help him whenever he needs to learn as well. It's why eventually he does give Naruto in that special the other half, once he knows that his body can handle all 100% of the chakra.
And we did get basically a what if Naruto did lose his shit. Because of that Infinite Tsukiyomi thing.
The other one, what if Minato and what if Minato wasn't the fourth Hokage, but Sakura's dad was instead, which I love about Road to Ninja for that as well. As the Akatsuki, it's not just a what if this happened, it's a complete parallel universe where the Akatsuki are no longer villains, but they're still a group of mercenaries from all different factions of nations to work for the nations as good guys. It's like, oh yeah, we're the ultimate peace force of all of the nations because we're some of the best ninjas around, so we get hired out for the military as like guaranteed superheroes. And I'm like, that is the most hilarious way of explaining what actually Pain's plan was originally. No, Hinata's not a bitch. Hinata goes from super shy to outwardly willing to just grab Naruto and full on be like, you're mine now. Death by Snoo is now coming for you.
I was saying she was a bitch because what's his name? Fucking he was a perv in that one. Or
not Rock Lee. Neji was a perv because of Byakugan. Sasuke becomes a fuckboy who actually wants to hit on women, but women don't give two shits about him. But fucking Neji becomes a goddamn pervert, and Rock Lee just becomes lazy.
The the fact that is like, I don't like the Infinite Tsukuyomi at all.
Here's
I
the
quite literally hated all of those.
the,
There
the,
were some of them that were funny, but that one in particular was my least favorite.
well,
I
that's the
think
thing. That wasn't
of all
the
of them.
Infinite Tsukuyomi. That was a movie. That was
Oh, right, that was the movie.
It was one of the movies. That's why I said it was Road to Ninja, where Obito basically
Road
is
to
trying
Ninja.
to just send Naruto into a different dimension for a little bit. And Sakura gets roped into it because it was after Sakura had a huge argument with her parents, wishing that she didn't have to deal with such strict parents. Naruto gets attacked by Obito and sent into another dimension where Sakura gets trapped as well because she was at the park with Naruto at that moment. And in this parallel universe, he's hoping Naruto will want to stay there, and it's kind of like a smaller version of the Infinite Tsukuyomi, but Naruto catches on way too quickly. However, Naruto does still fall for one reason. Because in this parallel universe, his mom and dad are still alive. However, he's also aware and does eventually work with them because he's very much aware that in this universe, their Naruto is not around for some reason, and he can't figure out why. And everyone in the village keeps calling him by a different name, which he doesn't like that food.
Oh yeah, they call him what's his
Menma.
called?
Yeah, Minna.
Yeah,
A different topping for ramen
Menma,
than
Menma.
what he wanted.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is, eventually, he finds out that is the whole reason that a lot of people are quiet about it, and why Minato and Kushin in that universe are so willing to accept this Naruto, is because their son has become a rogue ninja, similar like Sasuke was, because he just got tired of always still kind of being an outcast, for not being, he kept wanting more and more power, whereas Naruto just wants to be fun and have a free time. So, eventually he just goes to this situation, no, I do need to get back to my world, I need to take care of my people.
Yeah.
But what I love about the whole goddamn movie is it was such a wake-up call for Sakura that you're just an entitled bitch. Because,
your life is not...
I have strict parents that want me home at a certain curfew and everything else because I still live at home and I'm a teenager. Oh, that's so bad. Sasuke and Naruto have it easy. They don't have parents. They don't have to worry about that. I will never get over that.
That one?
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 It's the one where she finds out that in this universe, her dad and her mom were the ones who sacrificed themselves for the to steal the Nine Tails away, because her dad was the fourth Hokage in this. Despite in the actual timeline, her dad's barely even a genin. I don't think he's a ninja. If he is,
he's not.
I think he is just a genin.
The only relevance that they have is that her mother is on the council.
But that's the whole scenario of like, oh yeah, that's the whole point, is he became the, instead of Minato, this guy became the fourth Hokage. And now she doesn't have parents, so she's an orphan in that universe. And just me. So many
Karma's
years.
A bitch.
Oh, it's not even karma. So many years. Justice is being dealt. You actual bitch. Because I will always say, my reasoning for not liking Sakura will always come down to how she has treated Naruto and Sasuke about that scenario. Where, I'm sorry, there is no excuse, Sakura. You have known Sasuke your whole goddamn life. You have been his classmate for literally years, including when you were 8 years old when this shit happened. And you've known Naruto has been orphaned since he's been born. Ridiculing Naruto for not having parents and saying that him being an orphan is why he's a mistake, to Sasuke, who just a few years ago lost his entire family, and the entire village knows this, including you, bitch, is never going to be a good thing. I don't know why you think it's so weird that Sasuke got so offended about making a comment that not having parents is why Naruto's a goddamn problem to the guy whose parents was literally murdered.
It's just because she's fucking stupid.
Like,
she's a fucking idiot.
For Sakura, for someone who drives themselves on how smart they are. For someone who prides himself that their big-ass forehead hides a big brain, could you take 5 seconds for some common sense in that?
Yeah,
No.
no. She's
'Cause
fucking stupid.
No, that's the best part, though. The best part is then you look at Team 7, when she says the comments even further to the rest of the team, because that's not a one-off joke that she says. She makes parent mentions multiple times. Sakura, your sensei's also an orphan. Stop talking. Stop talking now.
Quite literally, half of those people that she's talking about are orphans or half orphans. What the fuck?
Sakura,
It's like,
your entire
What's a
team...
half orphan?
Only
they
one of
have
your
one
parents is
dead
dead.
parent.
Let's see. Kakashi's mother died when he was real little. He never got to meet his mother. We don't know if it was due to childbirth or whatnot. We never get that confirmation. His
Tenten's
father,
parents died.
yeah. Kakashi's this is why I'm always going with Team 7 right now, because the rest of them, yeah, it is a situation where a lot of the Leaf Village needs therapy with how many orphans there are.
Like literally half.
Because we still don't know if Rock Lee actually
has.
has parents.
Oh, Rock Lee, there's no way. Anyone that ugly, there's no fucking way he has parents.
Yeah, you say that, but Mike Guy exists. Guy has a canonic dad, or at least had
I'm
a
gonna
canonic
be fair.
dad.
Are we sure Mike Guy isn't his dad?
We are still confirmed, because Guy has multiple times made it clear with Kakashi and them jokes that no, Lee is not his son. They just look alike. So
I don't know. Sounds like a Saturday night went wrong.
no, that's what I'm saying. So what I'm pretty positive is just the situation where Guy, who I'm putting as a comment now, is bisexual, just got really hammered one night because he even mentioned that, how he discovered that Lee has the drunken fist, whereas Guy doesn't, because Lee can't handle his alcohol while Guy can. Guy Sensei got super hammered one night about 14 years ago before the start of Naruto, ended up having sex with someone, and that produced the bastard known as Rock Lee. Because if
Why is it gotta
anything
be a
else, because clearly Guy didn't marry the wife. That means it was a bastard born. Because if it was a marriage at that point, it would be Rock Guy.
Yeah. I will say.
Or
Also,
actually, no,
that's
it
kind
probably
of a
no,
funny name.
no, it wouldn't be Rock Guy.
another
It would
thing-
because of the way that the Guy family worked. It would be Might Lee.
Yeah, Might Lee. I will say.
Midley.
Yeah,
I
he's
will
very
say,
Mightly.
As a general, I guess, rule, for what if scenarios, I always assume two things. First one, Sakura's gonna be fucking stupid, and two, Naruto at the very least will be able to fucking think, and will figure something out on his own. Because my God, if he actually was given an education instead of basically having all those fucking teachers just lie to him, he might have actually been fucking smart. Because he is pretty smart. He just didn't get a single fucking education.
I mean,
Not
I'll
a
be fair with
fucking lick
Naruto
of
being
one.
stupid. He's not too stupid. I mean, granted, yes, education-wise, he didn't pay attention in class. That was just because he wanted to skip school half the time. Which, I'll be fair, and I gotta cut into that one with the weirdness of how the timelines work with Naruto, and the inconsistency of, like, certain backstory stuff, elements. So we know for a fact Shikamaru is basically Naruto's actual best friend. That is just guaranteed, confirmed.
Yeah.
With the sheer number of times in the backstory that Naruto and Shikamaru and Choji have all hung out together, just because, and the fact that Shikamaru was one of the only kids who didn't care to ignore Naruto growing up, because he even asked his dad, why do everyone does this, and which his dad didn't really give an answer, but just like, alright, what do you think of Naruto? I mean, he's a weird fucking kid, but he's not the worst. Cool, so if you want to be friends with him, go for it. I don't give two shits. You're allowed to be your own person. What does Shikamaru do?
Be
Become
your
friend-
own goddamn man.
What does Shikamaru do? Become friends with Choji and become friends with Naruto. Both who were outcast at that time. The only one that doesn't make sense for that original friend group, especially with how they treat each other later down the line, is Kiba. Because it constantly, in the Naruto original series, during the Sasuke retrieval arc, we kept getting flashbacks about how all of the Sasuke retrieval arc team, outside of Neji, So Naruto, Shikamaru, Choji, and Kiba were basically the 4 runts of the litter for Iruka Sensei's class, and would just constantly hang out, be friends, and skip class together. Yet Kiba is such a bitch to Naruto through almost the entire series, and acts like he's never been friends with Naruto once. Both
I think
before
with Kiba,
and
it was
after
more
that situation.
I think a lot of it with Kiba was that they were
Also
friends
sleep?
of convenience. Yeah.
But yeah, that is always something that's irked me, is the whole scenario of like, why the fuck is Kiba such a dick to Naruto in all these flashbacks, both before, after their fight, we've been shown that they were supposed to like hang out and be buddies constantly.
That's why I think that a lot of it was they were just friends of convenience because they were both like
They're friends
they
of
both didn't
other
care.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were friends because they both didn't like being in class.
Which I will also be fair about one other thing that people mentioned about Kiba. Kiba has a nice technique. He has an interesting technique. You want to know the bad part is Kiba is basically the Yamcha of the rookies. When terms
He
like
spams one
well,
thing.
Well, not even spams. It's the fact that you are an interesting concept of a character that immediately gets shafted because even the Sasuke retrieval arc pointed this out, and someone points and it gets confirmed. When a lot of people made the joke at the start of it where Jogo makes a comment that, oh, they left the weakest behind being Choji because it would slow down the rest of the group. But Choji clutches up and gets a solo dub. Neji clutches up and gets a solo dub. Naruto, if he wasn't holding back, would have killed Sasuke and gotten a solo dub. Shikamaru was basically about to catch a solo dub till Tamari showed up. The only one of all of them who couldn't catch a dub
to be fair,
at all was Kiba.
To be fair, I will say, it is debatable if Shikamaru would have won that fight.
It's
alone.
debatable, but it's very likely. I do think he had
I
a chance, but it would have actually gotten a lot more injured.
He would have, at the very least, he would have done what I think he was originally planning on doing, which was capturing her.
Yeah.
And that would have been a smarter move, because I am still of the opinion that that girl was at least half-blooded Uzumaki.
Possibly, but that's just of the red hair.
Yes, that's the only reason why I will always think that. You could never make me not think that, because red hair is so uncommon in that world. There has to be a reason.
True.
Oh yes, hair dye can never exist.
Well, that's the thing.
No, I'm making a joke because I know.
Also, her skill set was very much like what I would imagine the Uzumaki clan would teach.
Well, here's the thing. It would make sense if she has some
about
Uzumaki in her because of the fact that we also know that Karin exists in the with Orochimaru's teams. So
yeah,
if she wasn't naturally an Uzumaki, she probably had Uzumaki DNA due to like experimentation that he's done.
Experimentation, yeah, because her entire skill set focused around seals. If you really think about it,
seals and
her
summoning.
skill set, seals and summoning, which is what the Uzumaki were best at.
So
if you know, they that and swords, yeah. Swords. They had really good swordsmen, right? It was something like that, right?
No, it was only seals and it was sealing and the summoning because of just how much chakra they had. Now that being said,
the swords was just Kushina.
Yeah, Kushina, because especially the biggest one that the Uzumaki clan had for a technique that was their fireball jutsu was the golden chains that Kushina could produce, and then Karin eventually release, which were chakra chains that could restrain a Jinchuriki, and that was just their basic generic jutsu that they came up for a staple like the Uchiha's fireball jutsu, and we're just like, huh?
Oh god, my game just closed for a second.
Oh no.
But no, I mean personally, I really think, first off, Kushina shouldn't have died if they had Medic Nin on standby, which is, I mean, why didn't they? Let's be honest here. Why didn't they have Medic Nin on standby?
I mean, here's the thing: they didn't have Medical Ninja because of the simple fact, like as Minato even stated, the pregnancy and everything else was supposed to be secret for the simple fact that the
That is not what that's very true. Although that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, in general, why the fuck didn't they have Medicine on standby that they could trust?
Oh,
that
they
was
did.
Super stupid.
Oh,
they
no.
had one that was immediately iced.
No, Wolfie.
As soon as
they
Obito
did.
came in.
No, say Wolfie, they did. It was called all the other, all the Anbu Black Ops, that were also supposed to be stationed as guards that Obito took out with no problem. Which I will be fair, and this is a big joke that I love about it. The Anbu Black Ops in Naruto were supposed to be introduced as like the best of the best ninja. And they are the biggest on, no, here's the thing. They are the biggest on Fraud Watch of all time.
The Fraud Watch is crazy with them. They get their ass kicked so much. They couldn't find
infiltrated.
one
Don't forget that part
person.
from season
Yeah,
1.
Oh, no,
they couldn't find one fucking person.
No.
How the fuck can you not find one goddamn person? You have the whole city on lockdown.
Here's the thing: the infiltration one, Scarlet as well, was also because Kabuto had already killed the Anbu Black Ops that were supposed to be watching over Sasuke, and then pretended to be one for so long. And the only reason that Kakashi caught on is Kakashi was former Anbu, and just goes like, and even Kabuto goes like, you only sent 2 guards to watch Sasuke? That's risky. You probably should at least put 4. And just him. No, I kind of had to double check and make sure Orochimaru would actually attempt anything. If I put too many guards, y'all wouldn't have thought this would be an easy trap. Just me. Motherfucking Kakashi, you straight up sly bastard. You know how easily these guys get jobs, so you just set them up to die. You evil mastermind.
I will say it. I'll say the Anbu got fucked over as soon as the swordsman died, and
which he wasn't Anbu. That was
just
here's the thing: the swordsman that you're talking about was never Anbu.
Oh, no. Well,
he was only Jonin, but his girlfriend is Anbu.
She's
probably hilariously
she was
enough,
the prettiest person in that first season, other than like
she is such a weird one because the fact that she's in one of the games. She was for the longest time just a random person. Like, she's not that important in the manga. She's not that important to anything else. She is in one game as a fighting character, and then suddenly has like an entire filler episode dedicated to her in Shippuden. And I'm just like, huh?
I mean, she was pretty.
That's the thing. She looks good. She has a great moveset and everything else in the fighting game. Just me. This is the most random-ass background character to suddenly get importance. Who are you?
I mean...
That'd be like, what's his name? Can't remember the guy's name, but the Soul Reaper in charge of Karakura Town, the one with the afro. Yeah. If he was suddenly added to fucking Rebirth of Souls.
Oh, God. Okay.
It kind of is like
go
that.
To the bathroom. But, the last thing I'll say before I jump is that the main reason why I personally wish she had more screen time is because of how her career kind of ended, which is her boyfriend got dog walked by some bitch that should not have won that fight.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I do agree that the guy could have won that. He 100% had the earnings of that victory. Simply because...
He had that fight. If it wasn't for fucking that dumbass bitch being there.
Well, it's not even that anyone else, because it's just a 1v1. It was the fact that you had really good kenjutsu. You had really good sword technique. However, something that we even learned as Naruto's trying to learn wind chakra nature later on, not a lot of people in the Land of Fire, and the Leaf Village especially, are proficient with wind style. So it's a situation where the guy just wasn't prepared for it, and, well, as he points out, when you're hit with a blade of wind, it's very quick, and you don't see it coming. Which is also the most terrifying thing about wind style, is while we, the viewer, get to see what is actually on screen with the chakra, just to have a representation similar to how it is with Avatar and how air bending works with Aang. In the actual lore, you don't see a damn thing!
It's like the Demon Slayer shit.
That's why it was most effective against... Wind chakra is most effective against the against like people with eye techniques.
Yeah,
It's so fast.
I am still saying it right now. I'm calling actual bullshit on Demon Slayer, and its idea that none of that is actually happening with the breathing techniques. I'm sorry. This man is producing smoke through his entire body and has an aura around him right now, and you're telling me that's only us seeing that shit? No, I don't fucking believe that in the slightest. That is cap. That is 100% false. Spread that shit elsewhere. This man is actually producing that. There is no fucking chance. I know that's not the case, but there is just no chance in hell I believe that. That is just so ridiculous. Like, even Harmon and JoJo's, we get told they can see that. That's a breathing technique that they can see. Other people that have at least training in Harmon or supernatural sensations can see that shit. There is no chance in hell that everyone else seeing what's happening in Demon Slayer isn't actually seeing that when a dude runs by and he's using flame techniques and something actually catches fire. Like, no, you can take that bullshit of, oh, it's all illusionary, and it's all what they can see, that way then the audience knows what's happening. No, dude, that building is now actually on fire because of Rengoku. He's producing fire. I'm on fire!
Good.
Quick, run to the
Be on
burning
fire.
house! Quick, go to the wooden house, I'll put it out! I don't know who lit my... I don't know who lit my fire.
Probably Neon before you left.
No, oh, it's Miki. It's Miki who's
I did
over
not.
here.
I did not look.
You, who was right here by my thing, and now have a lit fire?
I did not light it.
I did not. I swear I did not.
That's funny. I know for a fact it wasn't Neon, because he's been gone for at least 30 minutes, and...
And as we've seen in this world, fire lasts forever, because yes, that effigy is still burning.
Yeah, effigies get burned as long as we're not over there. But no, I know for a fact it wasn't lit, Scarlet, because I just came from my house where it wasn't lit.
Oh yeah, by the way, you guys should never come to my house anymore.
Oh?
Why?
Yeah, take a field trip up here sometime, but don't pass the tree line. There might be a reason.
I feel like we should be nervous.
There's another
Don't worry,
thing
I think you'd enjoy like what I've done, but
Happy birthday!
I think you'll stop thinking I'm not paranoid.
You've put up a lot of effigies, haven't you?
Oh no! I need a lot of bodies for that. I have to hang out with Wolfie or Mickey.
Actually, you just hang out with Mickey.
I will say another thing. As I was just thinking about it, is Yagugo had to have been the most first off overhyped, and then completely like just destroyed character in all of that show.
Who?
She got so much hype. Yagugo, the Yagugo Nin, the Two Tails in Cherokee.
Oh, yeah.
She got so much hype. Yeah, and she got fucking mollywopped because of plot armor.
Here's the thing: it's not even plot armor.
It felt like plot armar.
No,
it really
it's worse.
did feel like plot armor.
It's worse because it's the reason it's not even plot armor. You literally went against. It's the situation where people had talked about this. Every single one of the Jinchuriki when they got captured, either being one that were already host, or in the case of like the Three Tails and everything else, which is no longer gonna host, and was just captured in the wild. The people sent to capture them strategically were the best at who could take them. Datara and Sasori were going to be the best team to go against Gaara because, yes, Gaara has amazing defense, but eventually there's just a lot of bombs that can start peeling away that defense.
Then puppet spam.
And then the puppet spam was going to be only good if the poison can actually connect on Gaara, which in the case of that, no, Datara was just the best choice to go against Gaara. The only other one that could be equally good against Gaara would have been Kisame. Anyone else would have probably crushed.
And the only reason why they put that guy in there was because of his connection to the Sand Village.
Yeah, they put Sasori in there as knowledge.
As knowledge, and to keep off, and really what his job was the poisons and the puppets with puppet spamming other people to keep them off of Deidara while he finishes them off, which is basically what happened.
Yeah, their whole thing with using Sasori as well was just to make it a quiet mission early in, before Deidara set off the bombs.
But they didn't account for one thing, Granny Chiho.
Yeah, and that's the reason why, and here's the thing, if the capture was successful, it would be because, again, Gaara died. It's just, they weren't allowed to live after that moment because, well, you pissed off Naruto.
I will say another thing I don't like. Some of those people should not have lost. Like Han, that guy should not have lost.
Well, that's the thing. This is where it gets into a situation like who went after them.
I know, but the people who went after him still shouldn't have beat him.
It was Kisame and Itachi. And Kisame,
right, yeah.
And that's the thing. Kisame and Itachi were the ones who captured a lot of the Jinchuriki. Because the situation is, Data was used for Gaara because of the fact that Gaara, the defense against the explosions was just going to kind of get overwhelmed. The reason they sent Kakazu and Hidan against the Two Tails is because while Hidan is the weakest member of all of the Akatsuki, with the exception of Zetsu.
Because Zetsu doesn't actually have any fighting ability.
It's the fact that Hidan is also immortal, along with Kakazu's knowledge and also quote-unquote immortality, makes it where they can go again. They can do a war of attrition against her, which is literally what happens.
Is that she is, because her entire fighting style was based around tanking hits and fucking people up. And as long as, and if they had just done what I would have done, which is kept the 8 tails and the 2 tails together at all times. As soon as you heard anything about them being killed, you keep those two together because their powers worked in synchrony much better than separately.
True, but that's also a situation where they tried to do that, but Killer Bee wanted to do his own thing. Not to mention, Killer Bee was known for always hitting on that woman, and she got very fucking sick of it. Like,
she's pretty, to be fair.
Oh, 100%, but it also doesn't stop the fact that Killer Bee, despite being told no, never made any truly forward advances, but would constantly be in that situation like Johnny Bravo. Hey, pretty woman, it's a new day. Let's try again. You gonna say no today? Yes. That's been 10 years, B. The answer's still no. You're not allowed to.
I mean,
do.
He's not even really flirting at that point. He's
I know.
just harassing her.
Oh no, that's the thing. She got tired of the harassment about the jokes and the rapping. She got so tired of the rapping. And again,
to be fair,
B has been
his rapping
constantly
isn't that
known
great.
To just disappear from the entire village for months, to go secluded to do work for rap. And it's a situation like, yeah, if she wasn't already annoyed with him, she probably just couldn't keep track of him, because even his fucking squad couldn't keep track of him. His own team of friends, he would just dip out of and just disappear for months on end because he could. And they're just like, yeah, it's just what B does. Until, well, shit, Sasuke might have taken B hostage as they thought of, and goes like, the perfect time to fake my own death and really escape. Bye.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's the situation. The Akatsuki was smart in who they sent to get everybody, because when it came to the Three Tails, once again, they used Deidara and Obito this time, because Obito himself basically is volunteering while being under the name of Toby.
And he could basically trap him because of the eye.
Here's the thing. He had so much experience with the Three Tails, was why. Because of Ren and the Mizukage at that time.
Well, so there is a popular theory that it wasn't actually the Three Tails that they put in her. that it was actually a mass genjutsu.
We do have
that made them
confirmation,
all-
though, it was the Three Tails,
Yeah,
unfortunately. And that's the reason as
Yeah.
well why Toby gets so upset, because she was forced to be the Jinchuriki right after the Mizukage, who was the last one before that. And after that, we have the Four Tails, Sun and, Sun. Which, again, that is a very easy, quick dub for Itachi and Kisame, because, I'm sorry, Kisame is a cheat code for like 90% of that, but also the fact that, as well as Roshi did, Itachi was just better with both the Genjutsu and actually hitting with them on the Tarasu until Goku went, Roshi went down.
Goku?
Goku was the actual beast.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah,
the
the
names wrong
beast.
there for a second. But yeah, they take
I was
Roshi
about to say,
down.
like, I'm pretty sure Goku isn't,
Oh no, Goku's in the universe. You just don't ever see him because
No,
if
we
he
do.
exists, he would win.
No, Goku does exist, because the
No,
Four-tailed Jinchuriki's name is
you
Roshi.
know what
we're
I
talking
mean.
about the actual Goku, not...
No, I'm talking about Son Goku, aka the Four Tails, Grade A.
We're not talking about Son Goku. We're talking
Yeah.
about Goku from Dragon Ball. That's the joke we're making.
Yeah,
It's
we're not,
about
look,
the
we're not
actual-
talking about Son
Son
Goku, we're talking about Son Goku. Just, huh? Yeah, not S-U-N, S-O-N. Huh? Hey, who? Where did my brain go? But yeah, so, again, Kisame and Itachi clutch up and take out Han next.
They shouldn't have won that fight.
Here's the thing, Kisame's, again, is just an actual cheat code.
He's a fucking cheat code. It's annoying. Like, his whole sword is so fucking
It's not
stupid.
just his sword, it's the
That's-
fact that, like he said, he's basically the Zero Tails with how he also has such chakra reserves, and then, of course, all he did to get Han was trap him in the same thing that he tried with B, which is, hi, look, I create a basically city-side bubble of water that you are now stuck in. Good luck. You're fighting a shark.
I
Not
mean,
to
to
mention
be
hit him
fair,
with the,
if he had tried that on probably anyone else from the Mist, he would have been fucked.
Oh, he absolutely been. That's why they never
He
sent
would,
him
because
against the
he was not
Because
not a good ninjutsu user.
Because I'm then trying
He
to
states
remember.
that
Well, that's
multiple
the thing.
times. He is terrible with ninjutsu.
Well, Kisame's ninjutsu skills mainly comes down to most of his ninjutsu abilities are better at attacking other ninjutsu abilities. Which is where he makes up for his natural not greatness with ninjutsu it's originally. That being said, though, I'm trying to remember the team that got sent for the Six Tails.
That's
Oh wait, no, I remember the Six Tails.
God.
I remember the Six Tails because Six Tails was the Slug. That was Pain. Pain himself went to go collect that back. Because at this point as well, almost all the other almost all the Akatsuki members were dead. So he was done playing.
I think they probably would have sent.
They sent Pain to go gather the Six Tails, and I believe they sent Obito again to go collect the Seven Tails.
Yeah, because that's who killed Fu.
Yeah, that was who killed Fu.
Obito killed, which is
So-
another thing they shouldn't have done. Fucking killing Fu, please. That's amazing. I loved Fu of Ko.
But yeah,
Awesome.
it's a situation where the Akatsuki just knew their weaknesses way too well due to the years of studying. Not to mention the fact that there's an actual bingo book in the world.
Which is really fucking stupid that they would put their Jinchuriki in the bingo book, almost like.
Here's the thing: the
if
bingo
they
book
ever-
is for all ninjas. Sleep.
Well, you see, I
I'm
would have
running
loved
back
to,
to
but
my
now I have to
base.
reset a bunch of traps because something came through and then instantly died due to the 15 explosions that went off. But boy, do I wish I knew what it was, because it's just Atom.
You're 15 what now?
I turned him into Atom. I found the singular body. How cute. They
where
got
is
blown
it?
halfway
you-
across the world.
I just saw.
Did you make a series of Molotov cocktail bombs?
Well,
And
Molotov
traps?
wouldn't be boom, that'd be fire.
Oh god, what did you build? Oh god, you're getting experimental with your own traps, I see.
I just saw it. It
Body
disappeared on me.
fire. This is a totally normal thing to do. I'd still have my
I'm
explosives.
still
to shoot
trying to
asshole.
find that goddamn raccoon.
You're
Go
trying
bed.
to find your little robo?
Well, I need a raccoon skin.
Oh, so now you have to skin the raccoons. I understand.
Yeah. Because I need the warm suit.
I mean, nobody needs the warm suit.
Well, it's the last thing I need to get, and I just need one, but they're so hard to fucking find.
Oh.
Oh! No! God damn it! I just saw one!
Let's see. Cracking open my other soda. Okay.
They only spawn at night, which is annoying.
What, the
That's not true.
raccoons?
I've seen raccoons
No,
during
they,
the day.
they spawn in morning as well.
Well, I've never seen one.
They're
That
normally
sounds
over
like
where
an
Miki.
issue.
I was say they're normally over near Miki's house. They're over in this area.
Need more watches, more circuit breakers, and everything else I have plenty of. Gotcha.
Yeah, that reminds me to make. Another bomb now. Replace on my bomb rack. Can I get you caught me if you know open the door for me, buddy?
Come back here! No, I just found one!
Hey, little button.
Oh, you need empty bottles for that. That's interesting. Already made lots of cocktails don't count. Funny. Well, caving tomorrow, I see. Any more supplies now? Still asleep? We'll ferry you home.
I'm almost there. I'm still trying to find that goddamn raccoon.
Yes, now that my explosives have run dry, now I'm using fire bombs.
Oh. Aw, hold on. I upgraded my spear, but okay, it can only hold one upgrade at a time.
Oof.
So the upgrade spear, I gave the incinerator thing by giving it a bottle and cloth. And then it still said you could be upgraded further. It's like, oh, so now if I put poison on it further... No, it immediately then takes off the bottle. Like, aw, bastard. That would be glorious. That would have just been
God
nice.
damn it. I'm just gonna go sleep in Miki's base. I can't fucking find
Yeah, that's because it probably despawned by now.
Ting tang wabba bing bang.
So how late will we be going?
I want to go for a little bit longer. At least until I would say like another 20 minutes or so.
Oh, I don't think Miki's here.
Mickey, you had a BRB? Are you walking the
They
dogs?
did say they were going to BRB for a bit.
Fair. You're still walking their dog then.
Well, I'm gonna go first get that food in your base.
Kage is licking my microphone cord.
Good.
Just, buddy, why?
Maybe you shouldn't spill things on it.
I don't spill anything near the microphone. It's right over my PC. If I did, I wouldn't be live.
That's fair.
I'd be terrified if anything
Yeah,
of
since you
liquid
can't sleep, you
goes
should
near
come to my
this.
base.
I will do so in morning, where it's more likely to see and not be attacked by wild cannibals.
No. No cannibals near base. No cannibals near base. Guarantee.
Cannibals near base.
Over 200 items built at base. No cannibals around. You're fine. You're fine. I swears.
I swear.
Ignore all the dead bodies.
Well, at least watch my warm suit, then I guess I'll start making my way downtown.
Yeah, just make sure you hug when you get up the cliff. You hug the left side.
You want to know the funniest part about this?
You stay downstairs and you take the elevator up.
I see where Miki is AFK from.
Uh-huh.
She's on the platform.
Platform of...
You know the ledge right beside her house that we put the rope platforms?
Ah, yeah.
She's just in the middle of the platforms.
Safe and secure. Good.
Oh, he's just being a eater furball. What you up to, eater buddy? Hmm? I heard something in someone's background that just startled the actual shit out of me from what I thought. I don't know what was coming
yes,
from.
our roommate likes to just repeatedly yell, and they have an open window because they just yell.
Fair. That it sounded like some kind of screeching monkey. That's why I'm like, am I about to be ambushed? What's happening here? I just said, huh?
That is a good way to describe our roommate. Yes.
So okay, our roommate sounded like a screeching monkey. Understood.
What the hell did I come back to?
Welcome back, Miki. You came back to me hearing a noise on Scarlet's mic and me wondering what in actual hell I heard. And describing
Also,
it as the sound as a screeching monkey.
Also, you were right. Sakura's dad is only a genin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know for a fact that her dad was at least a ninja for a little bit. It was her mom that was basically a nothing.
She's just on the council.
Oh, she's on the council.
Which is that was something I was thinking about when people were talking when we were talking about heroes, and it's like, don't you think like because of how much control Danzo had, especially with like the civilian council, they were probably fucking him up a lot with like everything he was trying to do.
Oh, we know he was, because again, Hiruzen wanted to find some peaceful solution with the possibility of hearing the Uchiha were thinking about doing a coup d'etat. Danzo's reaction: "Alright, Itachi, kill your people."
Pretty much.
She is part of the Allied Mother's Forces.
Yeah,
Her mother's force.
Which is just a weird little funny thing versus an actual thing. Yeah. Yar. 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 Daddy? Daddy? In fact, Scarlet,
it's almost
your
day.
home now is pretty good because of the fact that it means I can go up to your home further and grab the gun part. Because I can grab those 3 gun pieces that I'm missing. Okay, let's see. What's with the strobe light?
There's a strobe light? What strobe light? What do you mean?
Oh.
I told you to hug the left side, didn't I?
Are these self-made traps, or is that something
Yes.
in the book?
You should not touch them.
Uh-huh.
You should go hug the left
I'm
side.
guessing it's like the Molotov cocktail. Go, kid! There's more of those there as well.
I told you to hug the left side for a reason.
Yeah, I see your minefield out here. How you doing?
That's not a minefield. Those are trip mines. There's a difference.
You know, you've got that.
If there's a field of them, it's still a minefield.
Well, then,
That's
no,
not
'cause
the left. Shameless. What are you
it's-
doing? The
Well,
front
I'm
door's
also looking at
open.
what the hell is that? Well, I'm just checking the rest of your defenses out here. You know.
Yeah. You just...
I guess I had to
Just,
come up that way to get the flare gun and the
Just a silly
gun
little
part,
guy, you know?
because I have a warm suit now.
Yeah,
you can see them all from here.
Yeah, I just love I walk by, it's like, what's the fucking strobe lights? Did you see what strobe? Oh, you mean the,
You mean those?
you mean those.
Ignore the lights unless you want to walk into one.
Actually, I wouldn't recommend. Those are Those are close enough to simultaneously detonate all of them at once. It vaporizes bodies. Yeah, so Shameless, do you want to see the correct side to go to?
I'm thinking just around the around is the correct side
Go
to
around,
through.
around.
Well, you have a great time with that.
Yeah, so Shameless,
Uh-huh.
you just do this.
Oh, hold on, there's a pig here.
You need boar skin?
Not really, I just needed to I just wanted to kill it.
Okay.
Hakuna Jotata. Right, on the way back to the gun part now. Hi, Kage. Why are you looking at me menacingly? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that jumped. Oh, wait, that was what I was going to do. Let's go with a stick. It is 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Good Kage. Oh yeah, I can also look for the plane piece up here for the flare gun.
Yeah, that's
The
what I'm heading
plane is
that way
marked.
for.
You've already gone the wrong direction for it. It's
Sorry,
blue.
1 second.
Oh, I see the blue. I can go that way then.
Yes.
Well, I'll grab the part first, and then I'll swing around for blue.
Oh, hey, Mickey, look up behind next to you.
Oh shit. You can go that way, George.
She's pretty little ones.
Who's George? Is there
I
a
don't
jungle I'm
know.
missing?
Oh wow, Mickey, they really want you.
The curse continues.
Oh, it's on fire! Thank you.
Stop it. Hip it, hip it, hip it, hip it, hip it, hip it. Good little body. Oop. Oh, I've discovered an invisible wall.
Oh yeah.
Trying to climb up this mountain. Just no, 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 denied.
You shall not be stupid.
I was taking a while to say. Hello? Doop. Doop. There you go, flare gun added. Yeah, copy of Real Magazine.
There we go.
There you go, now I'm dressed like the pilots. Why did you immediately take off my worm suit?
Well, you see, it's
Let me
because
change
you
my
get
clothes.
exposed.
Oh god, freezing. No, just put it on under. Don't be dumb. You moron. You absolute buffoon. Alright, now that I got that gun part, I can go collect the other ones real fast.
I believe all of them should be marked.
The only ones we didn't mark was the one, because I know we were,
Nope, all 8 are marked.
Oh, you marked them now?
Count the yellow flags plus Wolfie's home.
Because I know the ones I'm missing.
No.
Oh. I think Wolfie crashed. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if they
Not
crashed
good.
in-game or if they just crashed on Discord.
Or if their internet died completely,
Hello, Wolfie.
they'll come back.
Hang on.
Everything. Oh, nope, they're back. They're gone again.
Everything is awesome.
Welcome in, Kage, little buddy.
I don't know why, but I expect you to say little bastard.
Hey, you little Kage, you're the fuck stick. Meow, 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 meow. Rotate 180 degrees. Like, I would put you on my lap again, but I feel like you would just start licking my stomach.
Trying to eat you.
I'm not dead yet, which, you know, even if I die, I hope he doesn't try to eat me.
I mean, statistically, that's impossible because, you know.
No, that's when you just that's when you just do the mistake of accidentally not knowing that you know, I've died in my room. You just send Kage in to try to wake me up. You come back a few minutes later, and he's just eating my face. He's like, yum, 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 yum. Just like, snap. Well,
I mean,
at least I don't have to worry
typically
about
they
Kage's
only
food
do
bowl
that
right there.
when, you know, you've been dead for a while and they're starving.
Not always.
And it's more likely that he'll bite it before you do.
Do the old bite test. It's like the poke test with the stick, only in this case more teeth. Alright, double check for the sharks. I see some dead ones over there. I just approach it, poke it, and suddenly no longer dead.
Yeah, all three of them just rise from the grave.
They just forget they're supposed to be, you know, no longer in the in the lifespan. So whoops, our bad. Was that our cue?
Speaking of,
Oh, welcome back, Wolfie.
what day are we on?
Everything's fine. My dad was just calling me a bunch.
Fair.
My phone was on silent, so I didn't see any of the texts or hear them. So they thought I was dead or something.
Topical,
You know,
what we were just discussing.
Fair.
Just double checking on my route back. There's no sharks.
You know, it's weird. For some reason now there's like all the sharks.
What would be funny is if, as I'm swimming out towards him, all of a sudden I get attacked by a shark.
I was just waiting for you to make the joke. I start swinging out towards you, and then just the curse translates from mutants to sharks. And it's me. Ah!
No, you're the shark whisperer here.
Look, I have fought one shark once, killed it. That's all that needs to happen. There's one shark's too many.
Mickey becomes the shark.
I have my bow prepared.
Prepared for what? You can't fight underwater.
I still, by the way,
It can only be.
I love when we were testing, make sure all the gun parts were actually loading into the map still. When it's like, all right, we'll have an honorary duel. Me accidentally still wearing armor. And it's like, oh wait, you busted.
Can't fucking find any of those goddamn raccoons. I don't understand. They just don't spawn.
Oh no, they spawn.
You just have to think like the trash pan does. I mean, you've talked to Robo quite often.
I do, but it doesn't matter because the only time I really talk to Robo is when I.
Look, you just gotta
You
get
wish
in
to
the headspace
incriminate
of
yourself
Robo.
further.
No.
Look, just get in the headspace of Robo. You are now Slime Bandicoot. What do you do?
I'm gonna go steal the dime.
I also messed up. I said Sly Bandicoot. I mixed Sly with Crash.
Yeah, that's why I said steal the diamond instead of anything from the actual Sly universe, because you're mixing it with Crash, and Crash's whole thing was, I have to go get the diamond. Because you never got the true ending unless you got all the crystals and the diamonds.
Oh, good sir. No, don't you run from me, you sack of shit.
Sack of shitite. That's a new one.
I suck up on man. I'm now stabbing repeatedly with a spear.
Yes, it's the newest minion of Queen Beryl, replacing Jadeite.
Come on, leap towards the spear each time, buddy. That's going so well for you. There you go, now you're dead. Sanity, 12%.
That's not good.
Y'all hear the voices too, right? Y'all hear
No.
them too.
No.
Kage, stop that. Stop being your buddy. Stop being your buddy, bastard.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. That's a big fat no from me there, dog.
He's like, oh man, I love your new chair. Claw, claw, claw.
I mean, it is the most effective for cats, unfortunately, because it has the mesh.
He's got other things he can scratch. There's still plenty of the cardboard, too.
Yeah, but...
He's also trying to emulate you because they like to mirror what their humans do.
I don't scratch this damn chair.
Yeah.
No, but you're sitting on it.
Alright, let's see. Go over here for this. Hi, little buddy. Oh, I see. That's why my room's getting so warm again. Kage, trying to mess with it, has closed the window.
Nice. Good
Listen,
little
why
buddy.
why don't you open this, man? Get some air in here. Oh, I would, except your head has closed it. Alright, I now have all 8 pieces collected.
Sound like a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Finally, I've all of the pieces.
I have all 5 pieces collected of the puzzle. I can now create the unstoppable Exodia with a Glock.
Okay, I put one that.
This Exodia be from the block.
Look as he spins it. And now as he
While
drops
sitting
it
on
like it's
top of the
hot.
clock.
Okay, that's it. Shoot Yugi's grandpa. He's clearly gone beyond senile.
Now, are you shooting him with a real gun or the 4Kids gun?
Oh,
This is
definitely
the-
the 4Kids gun.
Y'all guys are still here. Yeah, we're going just a little bit more show. Pretty much once we can get everyone to their homes right now, we can probably sleep and save for the night since it is getting close to 11:30.
Okay, I'll go home then.
Alright, let's see. I hit water.
Speaking of trash pandas, hi Robo.
Yes!
Robo.
Oh, I've been squeezed.
Yeah, squeeze.
I managed to actually leap perfectly with the zip line to hit the water this time and not hit side of rock. Unfortunately, the squeeze redeem was high. It was hidden under all of y'all. It's like, I love that's like one of the one redeems I know Robo uses a bunch.
That's because Robo likes to give you a big squeezy hug.
It's like, okay, Pex. Come here, Kage. Come here. Where's your stomach? Where are you at? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I hold Z to sleep, and Kage immediately snaps my mouse upwards, and he goes like, no, deny.
No sleeping.
Kage, get down from that window. You've already closed it. It's not gonna open while you're on it.
No. Open window?
Oh, let me put this food on there.
Open window, room and board.
I kept running in the background because I was out. Still, this is so. Heck yeah, Shiro. Nope, that was bad. That was the wrong button. Anytime we get to play this game, it always ends in a weird, silly manner. Oh, this log's over here for some reason.
That is the nature of who is playing. And because we have good old Miki, it's guaranteed to be silly. It's Mickey's fault.
Meow 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 meow. Yeah, 'cause yeah. Bum 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 bum.
Okay, I'm home. Sleep? Sleep.
Yeah.
Saving. And exit main menu. Desktop. Desktop. Yep.
Desktop or main menu, your choice of
Window.
everything else.
I'm so glad I exited. I was hearing explosions. I hope you immediately save because I want my explosives to still be there. The game crashed.
20 bombs. Oh, yes.
The funniest part is they're so close together that if you set off one, it's a chain reaction to destroy most of that entire area. But it doesn't eliminate. So I found this out. Bombs, if exploding, can eliminate stuff on the other side of walls. Might not eliminate the whole wall, though.
Fair. Let's see who's on that we want to raid. Let's raid Dragon Spit.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all have a fantastic time. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned, as Monday we will be back streaming again with Borderlands, as all things go according to plan. Namely that everyone
We got
has
the
time
game
for it.
working.
Yeah.
Chaos will ensue.
Yeah,
we talk nothing but shit.
Yeah, we got the game to work again, so we will be back to Pandora and all the chaos.
No, we're not on. We're not on Pandora. I'll explain to you where we are.
I'm saying back to Pandora just because that is the center hold of all of Borderlands. But till then, take care, stay shameless, everybody, and we'll see you around. Laters.
I didn't rate into like